Good afternoon. Welcome to the first round of European Chess Club Cup 2015, which is held in Macedonia, in Skopje. My name is Borki Predojevic, I'm Grandmaster, and I'll be here with you trying to show you some ideas and to make these games today dynamic. And with me will be my colleague.
Hi, my name is Sandra Djukic, I'm Women International Master, and I'm here with Borki Predojevic, and we will commentate this tournament and be here in other 7 days with all of you. And
yeah.
So let's go.
Let's see what is happening, and let's start to see first top teams, lineups there, and so on. As we see, the first favorite is soccer, top team. Of course, for last couple of years, they are always first by rating average. Then we have always good Russian teams. The best Russian team by Elo is Siberia. And very nice is to see one team from Macedonia who is organizing this championship, and this is Alkaloid, their best team in, I think, last 10 years. Then we have an interesting team from Italy.
Italy, yes.
Yeah. And later on we will see that there is the Novi Bor from Czech Republic, very important to say. They were champions of Europe, and for sure this year they will again start to do it.
And after this we will see some top players. You can see at first place is Nakamura, then Topalov, Giri, Caruana, Aronyan, Kramnik, Grishchuk, Karyakin, Tomaszewski, Vasil Lagrave, and Borki, can you say this name?
Yeah, Lichao is by the Elo 11th player here. Of course, Yakovenko, Adams, Gelfand Rejabov, and many other players who we don't see on this list, but
yes,
of course it will be very interesting to see all of their games and to see fight. Now,
okay, you can say.
Yeah, now we are starting with the teams on the European Club Cup for women, and we see that Georgian teams, they are always very good, and first team is Nona by rating average. First team is Nona from Georgia. Then of course Russian team, and again on the third place we have one team from Macedonia, which means that Macedonian teams were seriously taking this championship, and they will try to take one of the medals here, yes, either in a women group or men group. So.
Okay, now we can see players, women players. On first place is Jagnidze Nana, she is from Georgia, and Gunina Valentina, Kostenyuk, Kotenashvili, Batashvili, Stefanova, Gorechkina, Giria, Yevakashvili, and okay,
other players,
yes.
It's worth to say that there is many ex-world champions and so on, and now we see the first lineup of soccer. Topalov, Giri, Caruana, Adams, Rejabov, Mamedjarov, Mamedov, Safarli. I think that all players and fans who are following championship, that they know that they are first. Then we have Siberia with Kramnik, Aronyan, Grishchuk, Lichao, Wang Yu, Korobov, Kokarev, Bacharov. Of course, very strong team.
Okay, here is the other strong team. At first board, Ivanchuk, Tomaszewski, Yakovenko, Adreikin,
Krivoruchko,
yes,
Yuyangi, Nedev, and Pachevsky. And now we have the Italian team. I think Italians are this year better than ever, with Leko, Karyakin, Nakamura, Vashier, Bakro, Godena, Vocaturo, and Dvirni. Vocaturo and Dvirni, they are young players from Italia, well known, and now Russian team with Svidler on the first board. We know that he had this very exciting match with Karyakin a few days ago. Then Dominguez and others, and now the former champions Wojtaszek, Novi Bor with Wojtaszek, Hari Krishna, Navara, Laznička, Šašekiran, Bartel, and Hrachek. Again, one team which is usually having the same team for the
Okay, and the Georgian team, Džagnidze, Kotenashvili, Avakashvili, Batashvili, and Mikadze Miranda. It's
maybe you know some of these players.
Yes, I know almost all of these players.
If I remember, this, in second team, first board is Gunina, which was the champion of Europe. Then Kostenyuk, Giria, Kovalevskaya, Karshenskaya. Kostenyuk, former world champion woman, and now one more.
Here is Stefanova, Goryachkina, Sadukasova, Shen Yang, and
Davletbayeva, Madina.
Okay.
As we know, Stefanova is former world champion, and Ugra from Russia, well-known team. I mean, there was also men team last year. So here is Ushenina, Pogonina, Mrkshian, Guseva, and Kovanova.
Kovanova, yes.
Yeah. Of course, you can follow us on tweet. You can tweet with us on our Twitter. Yeah. Can say it /ECC 2015, and now we will start to see one of the games. In meantime, since we started a little bit later, we will start actually with a game which is already finished. It's very nice to see this game. I mean, since Vachier Legrau was playing this position with playing this game with black pieces and playing his favorite opening. Najdorf variation in Sicilian defense. He's one of the probably the best players in the world who is always playing this, and it was very interesting to see the game because it was played very fast. It seems that even his opponent Martinez Duani, that he knew very good theory, and that Vachier could not break him. I mean, in this game, of course, you can see live all the moves. And very soon they came to one end game which was already looking like equal, and of course in next 20 moves they agreed for a draw. But this is just first game which is finished here, and now let's see the player who is second ranked in the open section, and of course he is now today first ranked because Nakamura is not playing first round. Again, very interesting opening. It was, let's say, kind of English opening. In fourth move, White played knight f3. Of course, fans know that after d5 it would be in fianchetto variation of Benoni, which is favorite opening from Veselin in his youth ages, especially in, let's say, in beginning of 90s and the middle of 90s. Of course, White did not want to go in this position. He decided to go for variation where his position is safer. But now again, Topalov had chose the most critical line. White had here big decision to decide whether he will sacrifice pawn or not on c4. Yeah, in last 2 days on Croatian Championship, my teammate was playing here b3, first player from Slovenia, Lenic Luka, and actually after bishop b4, bishop d2, bishop c5, he got this safer position. After knight f3, he was slightly better, but later on position was finished as a draw. It's very interesting that White did not want to play like this. And I think that if somebody is following a little bit players with a lower elo, that they probably heard for Cartoon and Mika, who is actually well known that he's playing every game. Does not matter if there is 700 player or 200 player.
For him.
Yeah, he will play always on the best what he thinks, and he will sacrifice no matter what happens. And now we see that they went exactly in one interesting position. Although basically all these moves were looking very natural and they were forced, and now the final position where now which we can see is also interesting because White has compensation, which we can see because he's pressuring all over these lines.
C line, yes.
C line and D line. Black has problems to finish development, but his king is safe. There are some possibilities maybe to play bishop f6 later with black pieces, and this is something which we'll see. Now White is on the move, and I don't know, Sandra, what we would play here with the white pieces, let's say.
Okay, I don't know. I'm just thinking about positions, so
maybe let's say do something with the
maybe
knight on
knight
a3,
c4 or
knight c4 would be probably normal move.
Okay, now we can see that white played knight c6, and
I'm not so sure about this move, because with knight c6, all what white was doing in previous moves, I mean, all the ideas were to stop black's development.
Yes.
And now we have here the position where, I mean, almost 100%, I think that Topalov will take
with
bc6.
pawn, yes.
And now rook is working, I mean, over b line, so this is just a
maybe
very good position for black. I think that
knight c6 is not
knight
best
c6 was not so
solution
good, and
move,
now
yes.
Topalov has excellent chances to play on win.
Yes.
After this game, we will of course go to some other game to see the other players.
There are many interesting games.
Yeah, like exactly.
So
And now let's see one interesting game from Ivanchuk. Now we see that this became a very interesting position, and it seems to me that maybe Ivanchuk forgot something, because this does not look so good for him. In opening, they were playing Caro-Kann, Pano variation, which is considered to be like one of the most dynamical variations in Caro-Kann. And now all of these moves first. This is, if you check in database, you will see that these are the main moves, and in my opinion, it seems that Ivanchuk did not choose the really good opening to play on win, because generally after rook e1, bishop f6, it's interesting that his opponent played knight e4, which is the move where white is sacrificing the pawn, and probably one of the critical lines, but even a safer option if he wanted to play on draw was just to play knight d5. And here black has to take e d5, and this structure is actually not something where black can count on win. Also, it's well known here one nice trick for white. White is playing knight d5, and he is waiting for this trick, knight d4, bishop b4, and now after rook e8 to sacrifice on h7. This is one of the tricks which is very nice, and then with queen h5 and queen f7 hanging everything, and of course black would be in big trouble afterwards. So this would be just like the idea for white. Of course, even if white would just wanted to take on d4, it would be slightly better position for him. Of course, Hunt decided to play another move. He played knight d4 here, and now after knight d4, basically bishop d4, knight g5. I'm not so sure about move g6 for Vasily. I think that really after knight d4, knight h7, king h7, queen h5, king g8, bishop g6, knight f6, this is very dangerous position for black. Here it's possible, of course, that white at least has a draw, but we will see how Ivanchuk will solve his problems in this position. It's really critical, and somehow, especially since Ivanchuk spent on his move on 13th move 17 minutes, it seems that he was he was trying maybe to remember some of the line, or he was just trying to calculate. We can see that he is worried actually on the stream.
Yes.
So it's a very interesting game. Let's see now other games. Let's see that, for example, one of course interesting games is to see how the first board of Dutch team, I mean from Netherlands, how he's playing. For me, it was a little bit surprising from Giri, who is really good theoretician, to choose such a calm variation.
Yes,
I mean,
knight d3
with b3 does not seem like really ambitious, especially since he is playing against weaker opponent. I mean, I would expect more aggressive approach. I don't know. What do you think, Sandra, about this position?
Okay, I agree with you. You better know, about men chess players and about Giri, but I.
Yeah, it seems that even his opponent played the line where he gave the advantage of 2 bishops for white. Is just, I mean, very tough to break, and white needs here a lot of time. In my opinion, for the first round, very strange choice, because we know that all players would like to somehow save the energy for the later. And,
okay, I just wanted to say that now we can see Giri in the video on board 2 next to Topalov. He's thinking about
now exactly
what to
he
play,
will move something, and he will play now, but
yes, he played some
now we will see. I think that it was bishop g2. We don't have still transmission, but by the face it doesn't seem to me that Giri really enjoys this position. So I mean, now we can actually switch back to Topalov game, because let's see what happened and what Topalov did. I mean, he already took bc6, knight c4, d5.
And this is very good position for black, my opinion. And okay, now we can see
very strong center.
Yes,
bishop pair,
and I mean 2 bishops.
Oh, and this move knight d2. I think that now it becomes clear that Topalov will win this game.
Yes.
I'm not let's say I'm not big gambler, but now I would be even brave to put on Topalov to
some money
this
on
game.
Topalov. Yes, me too.
So let's see some other games. Of course, we know that in the first round all the top teams, they are warming up, and actually now we can see that already some of the games are finished and so on. But for me, it's very interesting to see the game in Kiev against Croatian Grandmaster Mladen Palac. Kiev is playing first board, of course, and the position is, from the theoretical point of view, very important, since they were playing the well-known variation in Catalan opening. I mean, many players on the highest level are playing, especially bishop b4, bishop d2, bishop b7, the most classical closed line in Catalan opening. And now we see that all these normal moves, like white is getting again advantage of 2 bishops, but it does not seem to be too much. And
for white, yes.
Yeah. I mean, even in this last position, it's again a little bit pleasant, a little bit more pleasant for white, but he will need to work out on this position seriously.
Yes.
This, if we just check,
I mean, very long game, I think.
Yeah, this is for sure. And if you check just the position of black bishop, I mean, which is working from a6, and if we compare it, for example, with the white bishop, it's quite clear for everybody that this white bishop for now on g2, bishop on g2
but later maybe white can play something like king f2, queen c3, and e3, and something like that. I don't
improve
know.
The position,
maybe.
Of course. I expect from Inner Kiev, especially exactly to change the queens, and then to try actually to push on the king side. I mean, h4 will be probably his idea after he changed the queens, and this position is very solid for black. But at the end, you always get a little bit passive, because at some point you will not have enough active moves, enough threats, and this will give some chances for Inner Kiev. Although on the other side, Palac is very solid player, so it will be tough for Ernesto to break this position. However, we will see later what is happening. Yeah. And now, Sandra, do you have some?
I don't know. We can maybe some woman.
Yeah, we can. We should switch a little bit to see another group. Again, first round is, I think, for most of the teams warming up. And now let's see the highest rated. Actually, I think it's highest rated game this round. Jagnidze Nana, who is top player in the women group, and on the other, Sochko Monica, of course, Sochko Monica, which is, if I remember, she is GM.
Yes,
she's the men's GM. I mean, and of course, her husband is Bartosz Sorczko. He is not here, but well-known player and one of the members of Poland national team. And now we can see the position f4, queen e7. The final position, white is for sure better here. There is a couple of ways for white, I think, to continue, but knowing style of Nana, I mean, she will try just to activate her pieces. I am expecting that some move like rook a1 will be played, and since 93 it seems just not working. After 93 there will be the pin.
Queen f2.
Yeah, queen f2, and next move will be bishop c1 and
c1, yes.
Yeah. And this knight is actually has the problems all over e line.
Yes.
So if black cannot take in this position on e3, the main problem is that white even will sacrifice pawn on e3, which is not important, and play next move bishop e5, threatening bishop
and
f5, and
very good position for white, and for black.
I think it will be tough to defend this position, especially since black has some problems also on the with c pawn and so on, with the two bishops, with possibility for white to push e4 in any moment. It looks very nice for white. And from the other games, it's maybe interesting to see, let's say, Kosteniuk. I mean, she is usually well prepared.
Yes,
I mean,
she is,
and
like always, well prepared.
And we can see that actually here it was interesting opening Sveshnikov variation. It's interesting to say that one of the players who was playing it is actually Petr Leko, and he was playing this opening, I mean, really good in 2004-2005, when he was actually challenging Kramnik for the world title. It was in qualification matches. He was actually using Sveshnikov as variation, and actually one of the main games he won in this in this opening, and this is how he became the challenger of Vladimir Kramnik. And now, and this is already, I can say, forgotten opening on the highest level.
Yes.
Some of the players who were playing it regularly in 90s and early 2000s, were, let's say, Shirov. And now he's from time to time playing it, and it's interesting that Grishchuk also plays it from time to time, but not regularly like before. And now this g3 move, if I remember well, in before 95, there was this very interesting sacrifice always with on b5. There was always this ideas, but also on the other side, I mean, they were not playing here g3. Usually the move bishop d3 would be here the normal line, normal possibility. Now g3 is leading to this position, bishop e4, bishop e6, and okay, queen h5. Usually castle would be some variation and so on, but it seems that Kosteniuk is well prepared, because the final position which we see, it's very good for white. White has this strong knight on d5, and also, I mean, black has the problems with the structure here. Also,
yes.
We can see on the video that Kosteniuk is
she's
thinking she's on the move now, yeah?
No, she's not, I think. Or
if I see, she's on the move.
Okay, on the video I can't see. I on the video.
Yeah, it's but very.
It seems like she's not.
Yeah, she's playing on second board.
On the first
board after Gonina, yeah.
Yes.
Of course, Russian women team is really strong. And,
really strong, yes.
I think they won the most medals in last Olympiad. Yeah.
Yes,
last Olympiad,
yes.
They were 2 times or 3 times they were world champion in a row, and yeah.
And okay, we can see that Gunina is in some red.
Yeah, the board 1 and board 3, yeah.
Yes. Gunina and Giria.
Yeah,
first and third
board. Very interesting board. Very interesting colors. Yeah.
Yes. Something for winning.
Yeah, and okay, from here, let's see the first board of the domestic team, Macedonian team. Here we can see that already Stefanova is actually pressuring. Before we were broadcasting, they were playing a couple of moves, and I thought that here, in this position, somehow Black needs to play f6, but it seems that there are some problems maybe with Queen c4.
Yes.
Although knight d5 is possible move, and then maybe some kind of ideas like Queen c4, let's say after f6. The possible idea is just to give the check and play maybe a6 and some point. Hanging on c6 in this position would be.
Yes, but maybe Queen b6 now.
Yeah, check. Yeah, after check there is this always maybe this nice trick.
Yes.
Can be played because Black cannot take on e3 since the Queen e3 would be the only move because King is basically pinned.
Yeah.
But okay, this is. Very interesting. I think that we can switch back and see maybe Grischuk.
Yes.
What do you think?
We can see what happened in
Grischuk
game.
Grischuk was playing very interesting again. D3 popular line. Maybe it was surprising for Grischuk maybe to expect this bishop c5. Usually what they are doing in this position is they just like continues to play bishop e7, and now the most of the games are actually with a4. This is very interesting again variation, I mean, and also even White can play in this position, I mean even this move knight c3 and d6 a3 and so on, although this is usually coming from different move order, and this is also what we can expect to see on this tournament, like after castle b5, bishop b3, bishop e7, this is the line which we will for sure see here, d6 with threat of knight a5. This is obviously the main threat for Black. Now a3 and let's say castle d3, and I expect maybe to see it from Dominguez, who is playing this regularly almost with white pieces, and maybe since this variation is very safe for White, you know, in some key matches we can see it. So after G3, after this, Grischuk, okay, in first round he chose the line, and I'm not so sure about knight a5 move. I mean, almost obligatory move here is to play h6 even to stop this bishop g5, and this is the normal variation in Arkhangelsk. And now after knight a5, Grischuk was just much better, and in next moves we can see just that he is trying to play on this structure. Simply the last position looks very powerful for White.
Yes.
I mean, in this position Black is limited. I mean, completely king will come to
king
d4.
d4, yes.
I'm expecting something for like this from Grischuk, maybe to play the king d4 move in this position.
And what next for White?
What next? Okay, at some point I think that White will also try just to play b3 to make the break on the other side.
Okay, b3.
Because he is pinned, and then okay,
C3
it's very nice. Let's say if White plays king d4, and now if Black would just choose this waiting strategy, because just even to play bishop g4, bishop h3 to not do anything, although bishop g4 is met with rook f1, this is maybe, let's say, possibility for White, but instead of it, just b3 would be like, let's say, one plan, bishop h3, even maybe the move like c3.
c3, yes.
And now rook a2, rook rook is coming to a2. This would be very, very unpleasant and pinning this bad rook. For now, White has actually the problems in the first position. White has the biggest problems maybe with this knight.
Knight on h4, yes.
Although Black plays king e6, already Black played. King d4, king e6 happened, and in meantime, while we were explaining, and now it seems to me that Grischuk will choose this plan with b3.
Yes, because White, you know, I don't want to play knight g2 and to give my knight for so I have to play something. This
rook
is
a3
better
is actually
move,
just the idea is the same, to play b3 just maybe to stop the possibility of a3 at some point, because let's say in this position if White would play b3, maybe he would just give the chance for Black. Let's say after a3, c3, he would have rook g8, and now it's
rook a8.
And this pawn is also very strong. I mean, because it's pinning the rooks. I mean, rooks have to be very very passive, while on the other side white would not have actually here the move because
Yes.
the knight cannot go still out. So I think if Grišuk solves the problems with his knight, that game will be very easily done
For white,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
And now the same plan, rook a3, the next move is b3. Maybe the best move actually here for black. If I would be black, then I would just, if I would have black pieces, I would
Yes,
play
me
rook
too,
g8.
rook g8, yes.
I think just that now with idea to stop this b3, simply to get rook a8, and then the main idea for black would be to take, of course, with the rook.
Yes.
And now after rook a4 again would be, white would be faced with the problems, what to do with knight on h4, rook cannot go anywhere, and okay, this position would be maybe now
Okay, yes,
dangerous
of
for
course, on
black.
c3 I will play rook a1 and
yeah, and even mate. would
and
be
even
then,
mate, yes.
Rook on d1,
So,
yeah. So
White.
rook g8 would be the best option, and
yes,
of
yes.
course he played.
Of course.
Of
And
course, Steven played it.
Okay,
So
now I can play something like rook d2 or e2 to try to
yeah,
get
to
my
move
rook
the
to first
rank and then
yes.
to push b3. Yeah, and
yes.
maybe
Maybe something like that, I don't know.
yeah, I think this is good plan actually, because then you will play b3 and everything will be fine. Yeah,
Yes.
I think that this is very good move. Rook d2, and playing the same idea, rook d1, rook a1, and then pushing
Yes.
b3, because obviously when black takes with pawn on a4 with ba4, it will be
And you can't play something like bishop g4 because then I will play knight g2 and
yeah. This
so
will be the, of course, this would be the mistake,
The
and knight
mistake,
is
very
coming
big,
to
yes.
f4, and
so
this would be the very good for Alexander.
yes.
Let's
So
go
let's
to
go
see
to next game.
Yeah. For example, here from the beginning, from first games, we can see the game of Pentala Hari Krishna. He was the recently winner of the very strong tournament Isle of Man,
Yes.
and also he's playing in really good shape. I mean, in last time we can see by his elo, I mean,
Yes.
740 almost, and he's playing really good. I mean, winning many tournaments. Recently, also before this tournament, he won the tournament round robin Grandmaster tournament in Canada. So, I mean, it is very interesting to see him actually, and very nice to see him to play
Yes,
here.
it's very nice to see
Yeah.
him to play here, yes,
And,
and to watch his game.
so in the opening, I will just say shortly that this was the Philidor opening, and it's passive, well known as passive opening, but one of the most solid maybe in
Yes.
E4. And okay, here the game became very concrete after d5, knight b3. White was for sure better. This is the theory. There is a couple of games in this position for sure. And now after this knight b3, it seems that there were some calculations, and okay, in the last position it seems that white is just 1 pawn up, but okay.
But okay, it's not
Okay,
just
maybe
like
maybe after a3 black has some chances with knight c3.
with knight
I'm not so
c3,
sure.
yes, maybe.
I'm not so sure,
I don't
but
know.
we'll see how Pentala will solve actually the problems, because okay, after b3 the problem is that knight c3 still rook is hanging. So here the only chance knight a2 is probably met with king b2, because
Yes.
king b1 would be knight c3 back, while on the other side after king d2 black has a mate. I don't see it, because after bishop b4
Okay,
king d3
queen,
there is
yes, king
there is
d3
no mate, and
on
okay,
c4 and there is no mate, so
it's I think in calculations it will be for sure Hare Krishna. I will see it. Yeah, then if white can play after a3 b3,
b3 and then
the problems are
Then
quite big, I think,
yes,
for black.
yes.
Because if black in this position, if black cannot take after b3, if he cannot play knight c3, I mean, simply next move c4, and everything is really good for.
yes, it's like
for white,
winning
yeah.
position for white.
Yeah, technically it looks
Yes.
winning, but of course,
Of course, okay, it's
first
chess,
round is
so
in first round is always somehow dangerous.
some
This is why.
surprising results and
Yeah, this is why today we will see, like, I think first surprise was this fast draw by Bashir. And
Bashir,
then
yes.
let's see, will there be some surprise? Maybe some lower elo opponent will beat some star on this tournament. Yeah,
we will see.
Yeah. Also, for me, it was very interesting to see the game of Adams.
Yes.
Michael, who is playing always E5, and really, I mean, one of the players who is really dangerous. I mean, if you let him with black, I mean, to play like this and to get the position, we'll see here. Just one important moment in my opinion is that strategical mistake was d4. Because all what white was doing with the previous idea, bishop g5 and so on, was actually to catch this square
d5.
d5.
Yes.
And now the logical move would be in this position to play a3, and with the idea to push b4, and put back the bishop on b3 and get the control of d5 square. And with d4, white opened his position without real reason. I mean,
like,
and then just after with two bishops, this was
not so logical to open.
Yeah, I think this was strategical problem, and now this is very good. The final position looks also tough for white. I mean, he's
C
basically forced
to
take on
c3.
He is basically forced to take on a3, and then after c3 the position will be. You see, Michael is I think very satisfied with his position, although I saw him a couple of times, and for me he has always the same position when he's thinking. I mean, very calm player. I mean, even when he is in big problems, I don't see that he is doing something with hands shaking or something. He's always.
He's just calm and.
Yeah, very good. So now let's switch maybe to nice game of Leko. I mean, Leko is playing positional chess, and now we can see how he was dealing with the Caro-Kann with in advanced variation. One of the, again, very popular lines, which is going with the knight on h6 and knight on f5. Even at some point I was preparing this to play with black pieces, and Leko is really good in this position since he's playing Caro-Kann with the black pieces. And now this knight e1 plan is something which is very good to remember with white pieces, because white was fixing the structure on the queen side, and now he's preparing basically here one of the possible plans in future. Sorry, Leko played one move in the beginning, but I will switch back to the position and just to explain to our spectators what is the idea of beside knight e1 move. One of the ideas is of course to prepare the fast attack, maybe with g4, f4. But what is more important is what Leko was doing. He wants to take this guy on. He wants to solve the problems by taking this move like this, knight d3, and then to go to f4. This is something which we can expect, and this is what happened later in the game after f6, queen b8, and here we can see that Leko is slowly pressuring. White is not really too much better. It's like some French. But
he played g3.
Yeah, he will play g3. Bishop is coming to h3 or g2, rook on e2, rook on e1. Problem again for black.
It's very nice position for playing for white. Yes.
Yeah, very. As you said, it's very nice position because there is no counterplay. I mean,
yes.
It's really. It will be tough for black to find a real counterplay. Because if I break is not working. I mean, it's always
not working for now.
Yeah, so it's tough position, I think, for black.
I think too.
And now, from these games, I mean, which are still played, I mean, we can maybe switch back to the game of Topalov.
Okay.
Because we said that he will be very soon that he will do something, but yeah, knight e2 a5, I mean knight e2 c5, this is what we missed, rook c2 a5 and knight b3. And I do not believe.
Yes.
I do not believe in Mika position. I think that even if white would take this pawn, if he takes the pawn on a5, that there is no problems for black. Of course, c4 looks very easy move.
Easy, yes.
Knight a5, bishop b4. This is something which we are seeing. I mean, if pawn would be on h7, then queen f6 would be giving perpetual check on g5.
Now
no, it's not possible.
It's not possible.
And okay, white can play knight d4, but this will not be the solution. I think
it's
that
not good position for white, and
yeah.
Okay, after knight d4, I can play.
Yeah, knight d4. It's just even normal development.
Yes,
would be
yes.
enough, but. Now I think that some players would be just calculating bishop f6, which because knight e6 is actually the trick which can be met with f3,
yes.
and it's defended on f6. But okay, after we saw this game, we will take a short break and we'll come back. we are back.
Okay, at first we can see Grishchuk game because I think he finished his game.
Yeah, you're right, Sandra. It's very interesting. We were speaking about this position, and you remember that we stopped somewhere here,
Yes.
and Sandra offered the move Rook D2, which I was actually also evaluating as really good move. With the idea Rook D1, Rook A1 to go on this side and play B3 in future. But it's very interesting that
We missed that idea for black.
yeah, it's really beautiful. I mean, Grishchuk played Rook E2, which is very similar. But what we can see now, it's a beautiful idea, a beautiful defensive idea from his
Yes.
opponent, Rook H8. With really interesting, I mean, he did not want to fight against B3 on this side. He just wanted to activate the rook. And just the next couple of moves, Rook F2, Rook H6, Rook H1, Rook F6, Rook F4, Rook H6. And maybe it's a little bit too early to make a draw from white side. I mean, since Grishchuk is favorite, but really maybe he is a
there
little
is
bit tired
really-
from this Berlin and winning the title of world champion in Blitz.
Yes.
I mean, it was tough tournament, I think, and at what we can say at the end, it's for sure one surprising result to say that
Okay.
that Grishchuk is not winning the game with white pieces. I mean,
Yes, this is surprising. But Ivanchuk also finished his game.
Yeah,
And,
and also surprising result.
Surprising result, yes.
yeah, again we stopped to the position where his opponent, international master Han Tadam, played Queen H6. We said that this position is very dangerous for black, but it seems that it was a very nice idea. I mean, Bishop C3, black is pinned everywhere. I mean, very dangerous threat connected with Rook E5 in future. And now Ivanchuk found it seems only way to make a draw. Knight
Yes,
F3,
yes.
really beautiful move. I mean, of course, after GF, the game would be finished. Yeah, Rook G8.
Yes.
This is quite clear. But his opponent played King H1, Knight E6, Knight E1, and Queen H6, and perpetual check, no defense. Maybe this G6 is working. I'm not so
Maybe,
sure about the
yes.
move. By the way, just for our audience to say that in this position usually is move H6, Knight H7, Rook E8, Knight D4, Knight D4, Bishop H6, and E5. If I remember, maybe even 10 years ago, this was played by Georgian Grandmaster Shanava Konstantin with white pieces. Now I cannot remember against whom at the end he won the game, but the position was actually draw. So for the people who wants to recheck this position to learn more and so on, they can see this this move and of course evaluate move H6, which also G6
Yes.
maybe good novelty. And now maybe to see what Topalov is doing. Somehow I'm expecting that he is already winning the
Okay.
game, but maybe not so easy. I mean, okay, yeah, A, B, C3. It seems that when we immediately went for this game, that two moves were included, and yeah, Topalov seems confident. I mean, with this C pawn, with this strong pawn on C3, I cannot believe that white will survive. So
Yes, it's
very tough position.
Very tough position, yes.
Yeah. Of course, in this first round, it's also very important to say that most of the teams would like to win 6-0, since at the end the points can decide this, not match
It's
points,
very
just
important,
normal
yes.
points. And first round should be important for all the teams. You were having problems to pronounce the name of Lichao, so let's
Yes,
see what
so I
Lichao
said,
is doing.
Borki,
Yeah.
please. Yes, okay.
Actually, one more game which is actually surprising for me. If I see well, white will not have big problems here to reach a draw. I mean, 4 against 4 on the same side. On the other side, I mean, what black can do? I mean, I don't see any tactical way. Bishop on A7 is defending anything.
Yes,
the
maybe. No, it's okay. I thought.
Yeah,
something.
it's, in my opinion, this is like almost sure draw. I mean,
Yes.
okay, knowing the Lichao, I mean, he will play the game till the
Till the end.
yeah,
yes.
He, even if he is tired, he will play it to win the game. I mean, So it will be interesting to see what will happen at the end. Yeah.
What happened? Yes.
Yeah. So now we did not see the game of Dominguez again. I mean, one of the guys who is not one of the players who is not originally from Europe, but he's regularly playing the European Club Cup. I mean, for many years, and of course, his favorite opening. I mean, Grimfeld now, and maybe one of the guys, one of the players who started to play it, like Vashier. We know that Vashier is the biggest expert, and he is never afraid to go in Grimfeld, and of course, all his opponent. It's good to say that his opponent is a very solid player. I mean, strong international master. He's not playing anymore so much chess. I mean, but in 90s, I think he played many tournaments. I remember actually this information because we were playing the match on Olympiad. My national team, Bosnia and Herzegovina, we were playing a match exactly against them. I mean, if I remember good, this is Luxembourg. So he's probably playing for the team from Luxembourg. And okay, there is also the game we were speaking already about in at Kiev Palace, and this is now becoming actually very, very interesting to see this how they were changing a couple of pawns. You know? It's, I wouldn't expect from black to play such an aggressive way with d5 somehow. If I would black, I would try to squeeze the position. Maybe even in this kind of positions, I would try and prefer to play g5 because somehow just to take the space and so on, and try to put the king on g7. When you don't have so many pieces on the board, then it's this kind of the moves like g5. You should not be afraid of it because white doesn't have enough material to give you the mate. And
g5 looks very nice.
Yeah, and you're taking more space because originally what we were speaking about before was that white will try to push on the king side, and now with this move, black would actually just stabilize position, take more space on the king side, and I mean, I wouldn't feel actually very nice to play, very good if I would be white here. Simply, I would be maybe a little bit disappointed with just with the setup. Not, of course, white is playing on. This is quite clear. Now, after e5, this position, in my opinion, is already some plus for white because, as we know, the main rule is that when you have the bishop pair, you need to open the position, and somehow here black simply opened position by himself.
Yes, and I will play knight d4 in some moment and
try to pressure on d5.
Yes.
Yeah, this d5 pawn looks now quite isolated pawn. It looks very unpleasant. Again, interesting. I mean, to see because in first rounds we don't see so many critical lines, and this was like one of the main lines, and so on. And let's go back also to Giri. Yeah, Giri is slowly preparing this, trying to take more space and slowly pressuring his opponent. But I don't know, what do you think?
I don't know, I'm just thinking about position, so...
last move was 97 basically. I guess black wants to take to make some activity maybe over the D line. So maybe even to prepare some move like 96 in future.
Maybe in future, yes, not immediately because it's not working.
Yeah, it's, I remember that in 2011, Giri was, I think he was playing already in that time for soccer, but the thing was that he made the draw in first round. So
maybe
I don't feel that this is his favorite favorite round in the European Club Cup. I mean, so, but we'll see. It seems that they played couple of moves because on video stream we can see it, and also he's shaking the pawn. I think that Yeah, the pawn is his.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, he's thinking.
He's thinking. Maybe he is a little nervous. I don't know.
There is also Mamedov going, and yeah, Tukmakov is there also. Tukmakov is their coach, and actually I can say also one thing that in 2011 when I was playing European Club Cup, we won against soccer in the beginning. Actually, of course, we did not took the medal, but I can be proud of that result for my club. I mean, it was.
You should be, as it
and
is.
yeah, and still Tukmakov was their coach, even then. So. Yeah, and we
know that Tukmakov also coaching Giri, of course. So.
Yeah, and also he is one of the coaches in the Kasparov Academy, which is also interesting.
Yes.
The fact, so it's very, it's very. It will be nice to see what is happening because there is, but let's try to see some other game because. Again, somehow we still did not see some of the interesting games. Let's say to see Bartel, one of the players who is in this team Novi Bor. They are always strong and so on. And on the same European Club Cup, when we won against Soccer, I lost in next round against Bartel. So he beat me quite in a good game. And yeah, there was a very interesting game in the opening. Just the line is very interesting. This move knight h3 for the players, for the spectators who who never saw this kind of the move, because knight is not so good on the edge of the board. But of course, the idea is to go with the knight to f4, and it seems that now, for example, bishop h3, which would be normal. Gh3, it's nice to see the structure h3, h2, which is not so bad for white.
It's not so bad, yes.
Yeah, because bishops
maybe
will work.
like, but it's not.
Yeah, and also this bishop from h4 is doing quite big pressure and so on. And just to see the last position, I guess that here black was always slightly worse. At the end, he has pawn down, and I think that his chances, because of the weak kings, are not so good.
Yes.
Yeah. So now it's maybe time to see ladies. Yeah. Now, as you're expert in this area, which game you suggest to see? Maybe
okay,
first?
I suggest just a second. Okay, we can see Gunina. What is she doing? It's first.
Yeah. Yeah. She is a. Still, yeah, it looks technically winning with this a pawn, yeah.
More for black,
and also this
position is better.
Yeah, this pawn, it seems to be just very tough to find any defense actually for white. I'm just thinking that even if white would try some very strange tactical idea, I mean, trying to force maybe some king d3, rook d4, and so on. I think simply it's not working so much. I mean, this pawn is too fast, yeah.
Yes.
Although rook h1 is defending. Yeah?
Yes.
So maybe she will still have to work there, and also it's.
Yes, I just wanted to say that we can see on video that Giri and Kashlinskaya already finished their games and won on board
so
3
it's 2-0,
and
yeah?
4. Yes.
It's they secured the positive result.
Yes.
Because I mean, 2-2 is still positive. I'm just making the joke, but let's see the Alexandra maybe. She is winning. Yeah,
okay,
it will be soon. 3-0. It will be soon, and yeah. So this is okay. I don't see the move after f6, and okay, it's still just exchange up, yeah.
Yes.
So this is, and also maybe you want to see some other game.
Maybe okay. We can see Stefanova against Srebrenic.
Yeah, this is also what we were.
Is happening
Oh, this
here?
is piece up. if I see good,
Yes.
this game is soon done. I mean, it's so finished.
White is totally winning, so
Yeah, so this will be finished very
we
fast.
can
yeah?
just see how.
How it went, yeah,
Yes,
because
how
we
it
were
went,
in the, if I remember well, we were in this position, and then we took a short break after seeing some games in the open section, and it seems that after Bishop E3 really Black was in big trouble with this pawn on A7, of course, tried to take pawn on A7, and now
Okay, Black is very passive also, so.
yeah,
I
okay,
don't
A6
know.
was played very fast, as you can see, after 3 minutes of thinking, and Bishop E6, very tough, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Still, it's nice how she lost the piece. I mean, this is for me still somehow, yeah, she blundered. It seems that Queen B8 was the big mistake, and she blundered F5. And of course, now Bishop E5 is like just trying to play game a little bit more.
A little
moves,
bit
yeah.
more, yes. But
Because obviously that after some Bishop C8 or this.
okay, this is not playable position, so
Yeah, F6 should be winning.
yes.
Yeah. Just it's everything is working for White, so probably this game will be finished in next few minutes, and maybe we don't have to even to come back to this. Just
Yes,
maybe
I
if there will be some changes and some surprising result, and
Okay.
so on. And
So we can see what.
okay, maybe we can see my teammate how
Okay,
she
we
is
can.
playing from Bosnian team, Dengler Diana. So, she is fighting. I mean, against
Gorječkina,
much higher
yes.
rated player, yeah, Gorječkina. She's also a younger player, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah,
she is
because,
younger and she is very good player. So
yeah, it's okay. It's not so easy, I think. Still,
okay, this
White
the
has good
bishop
chances.
on b6 is very.
yeah, it's very good, yeah. So this is, yeah, it will be tough for her, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she is Russian champion, but maybe today the Bosnian player will hold
Maybe
it.
today is not her day, so
Yeah,
we will
it's
see.
still we'll see, but this is maybe the most interesting game which stayed in this live broadcast on the in women's section, yeah.
Maybe
Because
we can
already
see
we have a couple of games which are finished, and
Kotenashvili.
Kotenashvili
maybe
Bela,
Zimina
yeah.
Kotenashvili, yes.
This seems also
Oh.
very okay, but this is maybe with the yellow. If we see Zimina Olga, she was I think also over 400 at some point, and
She was, yes.
yeah, and now if here White has a good compensation, in my opinion. I mean, first of all, this Queen on A6 doesn't look good. This is first what.
It's not
What
place
we
for
got-
queen in this
yeah.
position on a6.
Yeah, it's actually interesting that
So-
there is one man from Georgia who was watching them, and
Yes.
this was Zurab Azmaitarashvili. Yeah, it's also famous person in chess, and before he started to be, I mean, let's say like in a FIDE and working there, he was quite strong player. He was 700 player, which is maybe for these younger players and starters, it's interesting to know. I mean, for him, and also he was working as a second of Garry Kasparov and so on. I mean, so very interesting person in chess world. So on, yeah. But let's switch back maybe to this position. Try to see what White can do in this position. I would play Queen C3. Objectively, just improving the piece of the position of the queen, and then
Yes,
Rook can also go to F1.
F1,
Before,
yes.
I'm not even sure who is better here, because I mean, White has possibility to push E and D pawn, and in this position it's also tough to see how to stop it with Black. I mean, next move can be D4. I think that obviously Black will play some B6 at some point.
Because
maybe.
of queen, yes, and
Yeah.
to try to rush the
Yeah, just to
pawn
open the
center
position.
if
Yeah,
you play
because,
D4 and D4.
it's again like this famous rule. Yeah, if you have the exchange, then at least if you are exchange up, you need to find to find the place for your rooks. For now, we see that Rook on F8, Rook on D8, they are not working and not controlling so many
Yes,
squares,
yes.
and this can be the problem for Black, and maybe even after B6 in this position and B4. I mean, knight will come to D6. It looks, in my opinion, very
It's
good.
very good square.
Yeah, knight D6, D4, E4. I mean,
not so easy. Yeah, it's a nice position for white.
Yes, it's nice position for white, and okay.
Yeah, what would you think? What do you think? What is the final outcome?
I don't know. I like more white position, but you know, black is Kotenashvili, so.
So you respect Kotenashvili?
Yes, I respect her. So.
This is the point. So.
Yes.
Yeah,
she's very good chess player, so she will find some.
So you're optimistic.
Yes, I'm optimistic.
You're optimistic when
position.
Kotenashvili is playing. Yeah.
Yes.
But we had some doubt when Ivanchuk was playing. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
This is an interesting story. Yeah. So maybe it's time to switch back maybe to open section. Yeah.
Okay.
It seems to hear that yeah. Topalov, if I see well, there is 2 pawns up and position is
very
over.
easy to play this
over.
position.
It's
It's
simply
winning,
over.
it's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, I thought maybe that white will resign actually before, because somehow the position is very easy, as you said, with black pieces. I mean, 2 pawns up.
Yes.
But okay, it's everybody is playing. I mean, maybe now Topalov is actually thinking about possible idea of f4, maybe some checks and something tried to do with rook on c2, but I'm still not so sure, because actually white can take gf even, and queen d6, queen g3, and
yes,
this
and
would be probably mistake and so on, but
maybe it's not necessary to play
yeah,
f4.
of course. No, I just thought maybe to activate the pieces. Of course, the other another move is of yeah, it's yeah, we can see here
this match
pairings. We can see that Kartunen on first board against Topalov, Pohjola, Henry. We were speaking about this position with Giri, Maki, Vejo. Of course, they are much higher rated, and even if they are playing with the 2 reserves, and when you have reserves like Mamedov and Safarli, then for sure you are playing on title. I mean, and Tukmakov as a coach for a very strong team. I mean, it's amazingly strong. And maybe we missed to say something about one of the players who was playing the most entertaining chess in Vaikanze, and also I mean in this Grand Prix. It's Jobova. He's always you can expect something from him. I mean, today he played. I have to say he played extremely normal game. I mean,
for his
his style is like, okay, this was not Jobava today. We are expecting tomorrow something else from Jobava. Yeah.
Yes, more interesting. Yes.
Yeah. That's to be at least funny for us to see, because his ideas. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, it's his game was actually very easy, and it seems that this team did not put the best player on the first board, and of course Jobava was punishing it. What is very interesting also for Jobava, if you check his games, I mean, he has extremely good technique. I mean, with his style, I mean, because he's always playing something wild and so on, then it's maybe you cannot see it so much, but really good. Yeah. And yeah, for example, the best player from the team. From this team is actually Fezullah Afrim, and he is 367. He is playing against Konstantin Landa, so I think also that we can see this game, because Landa is black, if I remember, in this position, and in the maybe even I cannot see it for now. Just a sec. And maybe he is white. Maybe I already made a mistake. Yeah, he has white pieces. And yeah, this game actually it's not broadcasted. It seems that they have some problems with
start, but okay.
Yeah, it's not broadcasted, so that's the thing. And for now,
you can see Bakro.
Yeah, Bakro. Yeah, we did not say anything about Bakro somehow, because we missed this game, but it's very interesting.
It was very
yeah, he's actually pawned down.
And
now this is
he's pawned down. Yes.
Yeah, he's pawned down, but opening was very. Black was extremely prepared. I mean, this is the
This is the
today.
main line,
Yeah,
yes.
this is considered to be like the best line for black, and I think that even Nakamura in some of the games when he wanted to show that he's solid player, I mean he played this line and so on. And here, I would not expect that white will stay without pawn at the end, but especially here somehow. Okay, Bakro did not reach anything out of the opening, but I don't know how he lost the pawn. It was some blunder.
We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, so here, yeah, it was just a blunder. Yeah, he blundered, but after Queen G4, black was staying very good. Yeah, yeah, this is the thing where Nakamura is actually having the rest day. We know that Nakamura won this Las Vegas Millionaire, yeah?
Yes,
Open,
yes,
yeah,
of course.
and so on. And I think from tomorrow we will see them in different lineup.
I hope so.
Yeah. So okay, I still believe that Bakro can hold this kind of positions. Of course, just it will be the matter of technique, and somehow black still has the problems in this position. I mean,
With
he is
the
better,
pawn
but
on A6,
pawn on
yes.
A6 and very tough to break. Of course, he will need a lot of time. Maybe H6 G5 will be at some point the idea, but white has some chances to make a draw. Of course, it's very surprising that he lost the pawn, first of all, and so on, because it was normal position, and now to blunder the pawn, and now just I think it will be big fight for a draw. Not really good start for Bakro.
It's not good start
ATM,
because
not so good.
he has white pieces and
Yeah. But let's see. There is just if I see well, there is just two boards playing. We can see that Peter is still playing on the first board. It was this nice ideas in Karo-Kan and so on, and still his position is better, but it seems that he will work. In this, it's maybe today somehow we cannot see anymore that somebody wins the game in
Yes,
20
you
moves
can't
or
expect
30
that,
moves. I mean, everybody is playing chess. Everybody knows the theory.
everybody
and,
works on chess and
Yeah, the game of Bakro is actually really proof that
yes.
even if you are playing with 370 player, that it can be dangerous. Not just from the point of knowing the theory or something. Just his opponent is playing really good today. So okay, of course, let's say something about this position. I mean, Queen A2 was the last move, and pawn structure for white is much better.
Much better, yes.
And Leko is having his kind of position actually, because you know, he is well known in this. When he's slightly better, and there are some weaknesses like E6 and A6.
He likes to play that kind of
Yeah,
positions.
and he's very dangerous. I mean, it will be a long game for sure, but it seems that
you think Leko will win this position, yes?
I'm actually sure.
You're sure,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm sure.
I
Like
can
you're
see
sure
that,
in
okay.
so I'm sure in the. It's just type of position where Leko is not making the mistakes.
Yes,
So
of course. He can play some moment, maybe bishop h3.
Yeah, bishop h3 is nice move. Also, I mean,
In
on
some
the
moment,
other,
I don't know, just
yeah.
to
Also on the other
make
side,
some
just these
pressure
2
on
pawns are really
E6
weak.
pawn.
and,
Yes, yes.
Knight from b3 can come to f3, for example, and
Or
so
to
on.
d3. Ah, no, okay, maybe.
Yeah,
it's
even
better.
it's even
d3 or f3.
maybe on d3 is even also good idea, because then you can do 2 things. You can at some point control the square b4 and try
Yes.
to take pawn on a6. Queen can come to a5. Problems with the rook, and maybe even some sacrifices on d5 at some point
some
can be
moment,
interesting.
yes.
Of course, it's very nice position for
white.
for white. Yeah,
for Leko,
yeah,
yes.
it's a game in Leko style for now. And yeah, here we said that Pentala had this position. If you remember, will he play knight
Yes.
c3 or not? And his opponent played knight c3. And very interesting that Pentala did not play king d2, which we said.
He calculated something, and it's obviously he didn't want to play king d2.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is.
I'm
this
just thinking what is move.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I don't know. After King D2 was the move which we suggested, but I think he played King B1, and yeah, he was calculating. C3. Yeah, this actually looks a very nice move because
Yes.
these 2 pawns are extremely fast. Before C4 and King will come to A2. Yeah, I think that yeah, Bishop C1 and yeah,
Okay.
this looks
Played
very
very
good. Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, King C4 and last position looks completely winning
Yes.
for White. I mean, I don't know what he's playing after King D5 here. I don't see really maybe Rook E1
Or maybe King F7.
yeah, but
Okay, it's still
it looks
okay.
C4
it's,
C5. It's just pushing. Yeah.
it's just
Like this A pawn is not so strong. I think it's because also what White can do in the worst case. I mean, in the worst scenario, he can like let's say Rook E1, for example. But now okay, B6 is happening, and now for example in this kind of position he does not have Rook D1 is now just simple tempo and probably winning. But even if he wants, he can come Rook D8, Rook A8.
okay. That's
So and B pawn will decide the game. I mean, it's very
winning
very
for Hare Krishna. So
yeah. Hare Krishna
he
will
win this position.
yeah. It's
very easy.
soon it will be.
Soon it will be finished.
Yeah, and yeah. Somehow I was. I'm just thinking about this position because for me it was the interesting game. I mean, just because I think that they played a couple of times before already, and now the final disposition with Bishop E3, as you said, pressuring on D5, unpleasant for Black, and King come to G3.
To G3.
I guess that now Inner Kiev will play like this, King G3.
And what is planned for White? Okay.
H4 G5 and put the open the position more even. H4 G5, Bishop can come to H3.
Yes.
It's while I don't see maybe the best chance at some point is to sacrifice pawn on D4, but
Yes, maybe to play
that kind
win
of
ending.
yeah. This is like maybe King is a little bit weak on G3, but
Okay. It's
I do not believe now in Black setup at all. Simply this, if D4 is only chance, he must be in problems.
Yes.
He must be in problems in this position. I mean, so, okay, it's, as we said, I mean, E5 was probably the main problem. I mean,
problem and mistake. Yes.
yeah, some
Okay.
cause of the problems in this position, and yeah, E5, DF, EF4, very easy.
Yes.
So yeah, it's tough at the end with this position, and we'll see what Ernesto will play. I mean, and also I mean it's worth to say that he is usually not D4 player. So this game he was particularly playing since Mladen. I mean, since Grandmaster Palace, he is always playing the same system here, and he is quite sure in this position. So maybe
You think White prepared?
yeah, for sure, for sure. Ernesto wanted to go because also White is not risking too much in this line. This is the point. I mean, when you are not risking too much and you get always some chances to play on win,
Okay,
it's
good
possible. Yeah, and now
place.
in this position after King G3, actually I got maybe this idea, defensive idea for Black, with possible move Queen C7. Actually, which maybe he cannot do in other cases.
Okay, so maybe King G3 is not the
Yeah,
right move.
then is the question how to improve the position.
This position, yes.
Because obviously that H4 can be met with D4, so basically now the threat is D4. And if Bishop D4 is the move here, I mean after Knight D4, Queen D4,
Okay, White is better, but it's
no
not
chances to win.
no chances.
Just,
It's not enough.
this is
for
you
winning
cannot
this
attack the pawn
position.
on D5.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
while on the other side, okay, at least in this position, black changes something. Let's say queen c7, knight c7, or some moves like bishop d4, bishop f4 are possible. I mean, but just in to say about this position is that yeah.
And now I can go.
Yeah, now bishop e5, and okay, this
with
is
king.
yeah,
to
white is
improve
better. I mean,
yes,
e3.
yes.
I mean, let's say king f7, e3, and now bishop will come over d3. White will still push something. Maybe again, some best idea is immediately to play knight g5, knight e4. But yeah, black will
to try
defend
something
here,
like
yeah.
that and defend his
Yeah.
position.
Yeah, this is we'll see what happens, because yeah, they played actually king g3, but king f7. We see now that there were some changes, and okay, king f7 is trying to move. Maybe Mladen did not see this idea with queen c7 immediately,
Maybe, or he didn't.
or he will just play
like
next move.
that
But
position, we don't know that.
yeah, because now exactly here, white can maybe even play move queen f5. Check, and some possible ideas with even
got some
activating the
tempo
bishop,
and
yeah,
yes,
bishop
yes.
f4, bishop e5. We'll see. But in the meantime, there are some changes in women group.
Yes.
So let's
We
see
can
the
see
your
Kutanishvili.
favorite, yeah,
Yes.
your favorite player. Oh,
Oh.
Kutanishvili is not staying really good. Yeah, it's
Okay, she is in.
he is in big trouble, I think here.
Yes.
I think that now even it will be really tough to survive this position. So CD, I guess, very normal move. And what to do with black?
I don't know
how
now.
to do it. What to do with how to defend this position with pieces?
Okay, I have to.
Rook
play
f1,
something
queen
like,
g6. I mean, knight f7 looks for me more solid, but then bishop from h3. I mean, coming to f5 or somewhere, even knight g5 if you play. I mean, you are not getting so much. I mean, somewhere I guess bishop on f5 looks fine, because you will give some checks and you want to play bishop g6 mate.
Yes.
Maybe possible idea actually to play queen h4 with some threats and so on. Does not look like some really, yeah. And yeah, d5 cd, queen a3,
Queen
bishop
A3,
f1.
Yes.
Oh,
Bishop f1.
okay, the idea
okay,
is bishop
sure.
b5, of
Yes,
course.
yes.
Yeah, but
Or bishop d3.
yeah, bishop d3 is actually much much bigger problem, I think, for black cats. Just what to play, yeah. Bishop d3 is
I think.
again,
white is
problems
completely
because-
winning now.
oh, you like white
I like white
position,
pieces.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, position is yeah, queen h7. This actually you found the best move, I think, in the position with knight f7 and so on. And actually, she played really fast. This bishop f1 also, so difficult time. Bishop is coming to d3 or b5.
Very
Queen on
difficult.
h7.
I can't see anything. I can't see what.
Yeah, we were speaking
the
about
best
just
for
maybe
black.
to go a little bit back when we were speaking about this position, how needs to be activated with how rook should be activated, f8 and d8, and it seems that Bella did not reach it because already here the problems were very tough. So
Okay, white played very nice. So
yeah, very good game.
very good game for Zimina.
Yeah. So okay, we will see later on. Yeah,
For
knight
a few
f7.
minutes.
Yeah, after let's see how Zimina will finish the game,
Finish the
because
game.
it seems to be done. So, and here we don't have so many games. Jagnidze Sochko, we were speaking. Yeah, something which we stopped here. Yeah, I think about we stopped after f4 and did not come back for a long time. And it seems that as we were saying, Nana played all these normal moves and just yeah, the whole position does not look good from the opening till the middle
Till
game.
the middle game, yes.
Yeah, it's and okay, at the end it seems to me that even black, okay, now he
Now
has
black
some
is,
she has some chances, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Monica is actually defending quite good, and Okay, this h5 dangerous still.
Yes, it's
I do
one
not
pawn
believe.
more for white, but
It's but king is also very weak.
yes, yes.
What to do, how to defend actually. It's, and also there is no counterplay. Basically, if you cannot push c5 here, I mean,
You
it's
have
not so good.
nothing. Yes, yes.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, this will be finished as a win.
Yes,
For Nana.
white,
Yeah.
for Nana, yes.
Yeah. And yeah, we don't have so many games stake here, and we were also saying that Gudina had to find a way to win the game, but obviously she did not find a way. Because of course theoretical draw is after a2.
A2, yes.
A2, bishop
I will
a2, we will
take and,
sacrifice the bishop, and okay, this is
King d4.
does not matter, king d4.
Okay, it's
Seems that
draw position.
yeah,
So
it's
maybe
with bishop and rook there would be still some play, but with the knight,
With knight?
and rook against rook, it's not possible to do anything. I mean, practically. Maybe in blitz you have chance to flag somebody,
maybe
but
yes,
not so.
this is not
here.
blitz, so
Yeah.
it will be
it's,
draw.
yeah, it will be draw. Yeah, it's
Okay, she tried. But,
okay. King d4 a2. This is the trick, of course. So this would be like, although after rook f1, knight b1, this is actually the final trick.
Yes, because after
a1 it would be,
will
yeah,
take
it will be the
king
draw.
c3
simply,
and it will be draw.
yeah,
So
it's just this is nothing. King c3 and it's just theoretical draw.
Knight
While after
b1
rook f1, knight b1, white cannot defend anymore a1.
okay, but
Yeah, it's still sometimes it's very tough even to find a way to draw, because if white plays bishop b3, then a2 is coming, bishop a2, knight a2, and pawn on d4 is surviving
protect
the
for some.
actually maybe not even surviving.
I don't know. Maybe
Rook f4,
rook f4, knight b4, and nothing. Okay.
yeah, after rook
I
f4,
thought
knight
maybe
b4,
some-
no, but king d4 is knight d5 is the trick. This is
Yes.
the double check. I
Okay,
mean,
so-
and because otherwise white would defend after knight c2. It would be just drawish. King e5 and
Defend,
yeah, defending the rook and so
rook
on.
on
So
f4, yes.
Stetsko will have to find some other way to reach a draw. Although I think that rook f1 is reaching draw
Yes, it's
quite easy, and rook is coming to a2. So yeah. Of course, if you have any questions, you can ask us and tweet to us at ACC15. You can find us and leave your comments. And now I think that it's time again to check some game in a open section.
yes.
So Giri, we did not see him, his position for a long time, and it seems that he is struggling to win the game, actually.
Yes.
Because every time we are checking his position, it looks more and more nicer for black.
For black, yes.
Yeah, for his opponent. I mean, it's now even after bishop d2, there is some bishop f8, and yeah, this is tough now to do something. Bishop a5, bishop a3, b4. Yeah, this is actually b4 is not working. Yeah, if b4 is not working, then there is nothing. And yeah, it's interesting that Giri was actually tweeting that he is hungry for chess, but also he will.
Didn't play in Berlin.
Oh yeah, this is interesting to not play here, and we'll see. Maybe this was his when he was mentioning that he's hungry for chess. He wants to play slow and win the game.
Yes, and then but
with some
okay.
50-60 moves. Yeah, but yeah, and yeah, this is. We'll see what is happening with. Maybe he is more concerned about other stuffs like will he play candidates matches or not, because this is the most important.
Yes, yes.
I mean, and probably the thing which will be very good for his career. He's there and so on.
Yes, and
Try to fight with for the challenger of the Magnus. See. And from these games, I mean, there is not so many games anymore left, which we are checking, and maybe it's time to see the game of Mamedov, one more guy who is playing for the one more strong player who is playing for the soccer. I mean, and also he is the member of this team who won the gold medal, Azerbaijan team. So I mean, on European Championship and so on. And, his position looks not so good.
Yes, I'm just looking and
I'm not so sure what is happening in this position. I mean, but okay, he has some tricks with the.
He played rook f4.
Yeah.
Okay,
He took rook f4. I mean, okay.
Just,
and now he's struggling to give the mate, but okay, white has strong b pawn obviously, but here is basically very dangerous attack. For example, one of the possible ideas is g3 f2 and then mate on f3, and of course I would not expect so many problems with the players who are I mean his opponent is less than 300, so somehow I was expecting that he will win the game easier. But on the other side, if we check the opening, I mean, his opening choice was not so good. I mean, if you want to win the game very easy and to do something, I mean, you need to play something active. You cannot play, I mean, Marozzi setup. And
yes, I agree with you.
Obviously, that with this strong pawn c4 and c4, white is always slightly better. So maybe just his opening choice led to this position, which is still I believe that he will win the game. He is well known as
like I believed in Kotanishvili's position and her. So
yeah, but okay. Mamedov actually, he is 1 year younger than me, and we were playing this European and World Championship.
Yes.
It was he was always very good tactical player, and always playing on some tricks.
Yes.
But I mean on this high level tricks. Yeah, it's not like trying to make something cheap. I mean, it's just. But we'll see. Maybe here white has to be brave and push b7.
Yes, I'm just wondering what black should play in this position.
Yeah. After b7 doesn't look good. Doesn't look really good. I mean, because I thought in the beginning that actually f2 is a really strong move, and now actually, yeah, it seems that this is winning, because after rook f1 the key move is bishop d4.
And
to stop, because after bishop e5 obviously something like this would be making
but bishop d4.
But bishop d4 is actually winning the game,
yes.
Because also you are stopping the possible idea of defending g2 square with the queen d5. So bishop d4 would be actually finishing the game if I see well.
So b7 is not the best.
Yeah, it seems that the b7, which looks very logical, is not helping too much. Although, if there is also some very interesting ideas, but I don't think that that this would be holding the position. Because after rook f2, of course, if black takes rook f2, queen d4 is a check. This is the point, and now.
But I have rook
rook
b8,
and
after knight c6, rook b7.
Yeah, this is defending,
okay,
but maybe I can do something
like
against this.
h3, so
h3, and then after rook f7, maybe try to hold the position with rook b6, although it doesn't seem good. On the other side, what I wanted just to say as the point was that if you take bishop f2, which looks like completely winning, that maybe queen d5 would be some possible sacrifice on g8. This seems to have, yeah, it seems to hold the position and so on. I mean,
I don't know what to play here with.
I mean, very interesting. I mean,
yes.
and also it's good to see if, yeah, after rook f4 his opponent is still thinking. But of course,
critical moment.
Yeah. It seems that in first round many surprising results are
it's always
coming, yeah?
like that in first round.
Because
I
let's
think.
see, like Shashikirans is also having some difficulties to make a win, but obviously here that c pawn looks very dangerous.
Yes.
I mean, somehow c3 in rook endgames, if you are just faster for one square, you will win the game. And somehow here
maybe
white has the problems to push h and g pawn.
okay, maybe
So
white
has to play rook h8. I mean,
yes,
this is the only move, of course, to join it.
or on rook h7. Maybe it's better because rook h8. In some moments, maybe I have king d7. So.
But after rook h8, can I just push also the pawn?
Yes,
Maybe?
but you can push.
Rook h7 is okay, and then g5, g6. Yeah, there are some chances. I mean, we'll see. It's not so easy.
Not so easy.
Not so easy to calculate and so on. And from these games, still Topalov did not win. One more interesting moment. I mean, he's just pawn up. I mean, he blundered something. I mean, in meantime, many things happened. Yeah.
Yes.
Because obviously, when we left the position, I told you that he's thinking about f4 maybe, and it seems that he played f4 at some point. I mean, after rook c6, rook c1. Okay, white is threatening to take on c3,
yes.
And then even if you are pawn up, it's not so easy because all your pawns are on the same color as your
bishop.
same,
yes.
So this is the problem, and it seems that here he
has to play.
Yeah, but okay. Maybe I was actually not so optimistic when I said that his opponent should resign or something.
Maybe, yes.
And
Okay,
although this looks like technically
know.
winning position, I mean, because if white could play rook c7 to try to take the
rook
bishop,
b4.
rook b4 is defending and d4 is coming, and
d4, rook, bishop e4, something like that.
Yeah, and just rook is coming to second rank. And
yes.
Yeah, technically winning position. Still, somehow I was feeling that black should easily win this, but maybe he was actually blundering the rook dc1 in a long term. I mean, and as the possibility, and then he was basically forced to go to this position.
Probably this is also easy for Topalov to win. So
yeah. I think that there will not be any problems in this game. And maybe they played something. Rook b3 was actually the move, not rook c7 and bishop c8. But okay, the game is on still. I mean,
okay, but like should and will win this position.
Yeah,
of course,
yes,
it's 1 pawn more and
and everything is active.
Yes.
Active. It's white doesn't have any activity here instead of rook. I mean, nothing is still working. But you know, in this kind of position, you need to come with your pieces. So we'll see. I mean, still game is on. Yeah.
Yes.
So, and of course, Giri, we have to see. Yeah, bishop d2, bishop f8. As I told you, this was played, and bishop c1, bishop g7. Now Giri was repeating once. Seems that the top team, I mean, first ranked team, has some problems because also Adams is playing still, and also there is Mamedov playing, so we'll see. I mean, it's I'm still not somehow sharing Giri's win here. I do not feel that black is in big danger in this position. Somehow this is my opinion. Maybe after bishop d3 simply protecting this with rook e6. It's always it looks maybe a little bit risky because of the bishop c4 and some pins, but also what is good about rook e6 is that at some point black finally can get activity in this position with b5 and I mean
protect this pawn on c6. Yes. So
yeah, this is possible idea, and his opponent played something. His opponent played after bishop d3. He played, and I think rook e6. Yeah, Yeah, very good defensive strategy by
Black,
Pohjola.
yes.
Yeah, it's not so easy. Not so easy. I mean, and now Giri is. If you see his face,
I can see his face.
I think he's getting a little bit worried. I mean, because he would
about-
like to win, but
Yes, of course, and
see, he is thinking, and on the other side, if you see Veselin, he is very calm. I mean, Topalov on first board, he is very calm, and
yes. Okay,
yes, yeah. And now we see arbiter. Yeah,
his
good.
position is
Good, yeah.
winning, so he.
Yeah, and I guess that Pentala already won the game. Yeah. Next move, King E4. This is very easy. I think this game will be finished in next 2 minutes. I mean, because just simply Black cannot defend the
That pawn
Yeah.
on G3.
The only
yes.
chance for him was this pawn on G3, but of course White is winning. So another win for Pentala and another good start.
Yes.
I mean, Pentala for a few years he was playing European Club Cups for the Baden-Baden. For me, it's actually big surprise that they are not playing here, since they are really strong teams, and I think that they are at least last 10 years champions of Germany with very strong team that even Najdic, who was until a couple of last months he was a first board of Germany. I mean, he was their reserve in the normal team. I mean, this is amazing. So they are not here, and I think they would be big rivals to Sokar.
Yes.
But of course, so Hare Krishna is winning. Leko is doing his job. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. It's, okay, maybe still he will have some trouble with C3 pawn. Maybe this is sorry, this is my mistake, and maybe this C3 pawn will be the problem, because Rook is coming to C7, and now finally also Black has good counterplay. I mean, he can attack something. I mean, the whole game he did.
Yes.
He did not
and
have
now
the good chance
after
now.
40 moves, he can attack some.
Yeah. It's interesting to see. Because this seems to be some counterplay. Even this rook from f7, it can go to b7 and going just simply to b3 even. This is possible idea for attack. So here we'll see. Black will have some problems, yeah. And of course we are already in fourth hour, yeah.
Yes.
We are getting, actually we are now in fifth hour if I see well.
Lots
I mean,
of
it's
game already finished.
yeah, they are finished, and we'll see now just who. I think that all the games which stayed are showing us which of these favorites having the problems to win the
Yes.
game, because although we saw some draws and so on, but still I did not see any win from the weaker player. I mean, from the, against somebody. I did not see it, and now I'm just rechecking one more time. But it seems that, however, there is a couple of draws, but they are quite effective. The higher rated players, and I think that Adams soon will win the game. So the big. It will be big result, I think, if Giri solves his problems. I mean, since Topalov is winning, and okay, so Giri and Mamedov, these are probably
The problem today, yes.
This is today problem for maybe for Tokmakov. I mean, so we will see. I mean,
problem.
yeah. So, but this position looks completely winning for Black, for Adams. I think also this is Mickey's kind of position. His king is safe, another king is not.
Yes, and that pawn on f4
yeah,
and
pawn on c3 is
c3,
also.
yes,
I mean,
it's
probably this is the main reason. I mean, okay. Still,
of
what
course.
would you play maybe with the black pieces?
With
How you
black?
would try to solve the problem? I mean, because
just thinking, I don't know. At first, I think I will play something like Queen C7
just to try to make the problems.
Yes,
with
yes.
F4,
And,
yeah. I don't know. For me, somehow, I thought about this move.
Queen B2, yes, it's more logical and.
Because the big danger for White is that actually Queen is coming to F2. And
Yes.
then you cannot defend because after knight d5 I will push c2 and everything will be done. So it's maybe not so easy now anymore to make the fortress, because obviously that he is trying to keep the game by some fortress, and I do not think that this is.
Okay, on Queen C2 I can play.
Yeah,
knight C. I have to play. I think knight C2.
On Queen B2, but this is the.
But you can play then
Bishop F4.
Bishop F4. Yes.
Yeah, this is the main point. Taking another pawn, and
yes, and it's
of course this is
winning this.
even the problem is that in many cases
I have something like.
This will be still maybe demanding stuff, because the pawn on F7 is not easy to defend, because I thought in the beginning that Queen A2 is working, but Queen A2, Queen C3 is always leaving some chances with pawn on A3. So obviously that here some endgame like this. Okay, obviously that King G7 is. This is why we did not mention King G7 because of this possibility.
Yes, and on King H7.
King H7 is the same position. Yeah.
Okay.
So just the same position, but Queen F6 is also possible.
Yeah.
So maybe this is what Mick is calculating in this moment.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, Tokmakov is still there. I mean, he is.
He's a little nervous, maybe, no?
I'm not so sure.
No.
I'm not so sure, but he now he left. I mean, yeah. We'll see. I thought again that Mickey somehow that he will find the easier way, but it's one thing is when you're commenting and when you see the position, like when you see very nice pawn or so.
Playing position.
Yeah, this is the problem. Then you have to calculate yes. And you are somehow you have some obligations, and
yes.
Here you know we if we blunder something we'll
not
put it back. Yeah, and in this case it's a little bit different. And yeah, maybe Shashakiran did something. Yeah, G5. Yeah, his opponent is not over 300, 2,300, and it's still some
he
fight. Rook H6, check,
and
King D5, G5.
G5.
It seems that it will be still fighting there. Yeah, maybe we cannot. Yeah, we can see the Shashakiran, but this is his typical position when he's thinking. Actually, I have played with him a couple of games, so I think we played even 4 games, something like this.
And
so
how you played against him?
Yeah, actually, first game I won against him. Second was draw, third I lost, and fourth was draw. So it was 2-2 at the end. But I remember that game which I won. It was strange game. I was defending some position where I was clearly worse, and then at the end the thing was that he forgot for 40 moves. He on 39 moves he did not. He played 39 moves, and then he started to think, and he lost on time. The position, okay, the position was already. I found some defensive ways, and maybe I had some chance to reach a draw. But this is how I won. So basically, he's leading against me because I won the game just on the paper, not really that I outplayed him. So yeah, so this is interesting. Yeah, on the same tournament actually, I was playing also against Magnus when he was younger. This was in 2006 in Sarajevo.
You can tell us something about.
This was interesting actually. He beat me at that time. The first game he beat me in Najdorf. It was some variation which later on was played by Bashir. We were already speaking that he is expert in these lines. And then in the last round I did not win one completely winning position. Magnus found a really nice way to hold the draw, and then at the end he shared the first place. I mean, and also there was his father always with him,
Yes.
Enrique. But later on, of course, we played this match in Norway. It was really exciting because then, I mean, he had this nice sentence because when he was younger, I was already world champion under 16, and we played couple of games, and he said, "Yeah, then you were star, and now I'm star, so I will beat you." Yeah. So this was like kind of message for me. Yeah. So, okay, of course, he won the match at the end, 2.5, 1.5, but I was very surprised. I was very satisfied with my result and
Yes, of course.
what I was actually
Against
doing in
Magnus.
that match. But yeah, it seems that in meantime Christian played Rook A1, and yeah, it's still this C4 pawn looks much more dangerous, and this is the very dangerous thing, I think. Now it's questionable what white will do, because also you have this rule that always when you are defending against passed pawn, yeah, that it's good if you can hold it with the rook, and then
Yes.
when you have your passed pawns, then you are trying to do this with the king, to have to attack with the king. So this is the what exactly what
What would you like
Shashakiran
to
will
do?
gain, yeah,
Yes,
because
yes.
it's rook on h6 is not so good. I think that your suggestion with in this position, your suggestion was the rook h7, and I think that this was much better move, because after
Or
rook h
H8, I don't know.
yeah, because after rook h6 he just gave the tempo for black to go with king in center
with
and to
pawns,
support the
yes.
c pawn, and it seems that besides the fact that he had some problems, that Christian will win the game. So
Yes, okay.
yeah, it's anyway it's interesting. It's interesting endgame.
End game, yes.
So this will be.
We can.
Yeah.
Okay, I can learn something about
Yeah.
end games from this end game.
Yeah. Very strong c pawn.
Yes.
Probably decisive fact in this position. So tough still. And okay, for me it's the most interesting game still on. I mean,
Giri, yes.
yeah, Giri.
But
Yeah, and even
very
even
hard
yeah,
to
yeah.
hold this position, I don't know, with white.
Okay, he will play. I think it will be like big fight still, because okay, for black is also somehow tough if you stay in one place, and I think that also he has to think about some possible f4. Okay, now Giri is waiting. He's playing like move rook f3. He can go back. I mean, simply there is no danger, but it's, maybe even Pohjola should just change the one pair of rooks, for example, something like this,
Maybe
just to
it will
try
be
to.
easier for black.
Yeah, okay,
without
f4,
one,
some knight e3 is always
bishop.
threat, and now it's still tough, and also another stuff is that maybe some b4. At some point it looks positionally very ugly, but
Yes, because of
yeah,
bishop
simply this
c4,
c4, yeah.
yes.
But at
But
some
okay,
point he
maybe
will try to change the pawns, and then it's many possibilities for black to make a draw here, and also somehow white has to be careful in order to always get the winning chances. Maybe in this position somehow if he would reach f3 bishop e4, it would be good for him, but I don't see really the way. Maybe king f3 and bishop e4, for example, but still knight c3 is always the idea, so even this is not really helping too much. I don't know, you know,
first to play bishop d2 in some moment,
and later on
and later, yes.
yeah, it's okay, after bishop d2 I guess the idea will be the same like before, bishop f8 to exchange
Yes,
the pawns.
okay.
So okay, this is some problem still, and we'll see. I mean, it's his opponent is still thinking, and we'll see. It's it seems that other matches are almost
Done.
almost done, if I
Finished.
see well. Yeah, maybe it's time maybe to see what Bella did. Yeah.
Yes.
let's.
If she's playing.
If she's still playing,
If she's still playing, yes, but I think.
Yeah, she's playing. If I see well, you were right. Actually, it seems to me that she found some trick. Okay, it's yeah, King E2 only move. Yeah, this is the end.
Yes.
King E2.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just dangerous now for Zimina. Queen F2 check, if I see well, then King D1. Maybe it's still nothing. Yeah.
Maybe I'm just.
Although this king will go to maybe this is the, let's say 5 would be black, maybe 2 checks and then knight F3. King E2, yeah, and now if they are playing something, I'm not so sure. Or she is still thinking, and yeah, but
okay, we can see for a second Djukic.
yeah, in the second game in the match, yeah,
yes.
on the first board. Yeah, it seems that this in the beginning somehow that the top teams, these top seeds, I mean they are getting actually not good pairings. I mean, because always you have at least on the first 2 boards, like in the women's section, or on first 2-3 boards on the men's section, you have serious players. I mean, maybe the rating will not show it, but they are like trying, and they can play good games. I mean,
of course.
Yeah, Nana is of course she was improving her position, because last time when we saw the position it was after 40 moves, just this, and then it's now I mean C6, H5, everything what we were speaking, I mean just improving the position, and now it's just I think final thing will happen, something on G7 should be happen, or something like this. It's black is waiting and so on, and now it seems that this game looks much more interesting, because already now I don't know, white has this white king is really bad, and still it's not so easy to find a way to win. I mean, if it's even possible in this position, because Queen G1 looks, in my opinion, very logical, like a check, and now probably white can run away maybe to C2 or where.
King C2, yes.
I thought King C2, Rook C8 is the point. This was the idea, and now what to do? I mean, maybe now it's time to switch back to D2.
Yes, but then I will play Queen F2. But
no,
okay,
but Queen
you
F2,
can
King
play
D1.
King
This
D1,
is
yes, many checks, but
not so easy
probably
to find
it's
something.
draw. Yes, it's not easy. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it's
some kibitzer.
yeah, and just before we switch to the open section again, because let's see, some move was happening in Djukic Sochko. Yeah,
yes,
very nice.
Now, yes.
This check is very nice, Rook H6. Yeah?
Yes.
We did not speak
Queen
about it, but this is very nice mate. It will be. And now King
and
G8.
now Queen G8. Yes.
Yeah, this looks like.
And it's.
Now I think that Rook E6 is the idea, and simply trying maybe to push H6. Okay, here Black will have now a chance to play Bishop D5. This is maybe the idea, but then Rook G6 back, and yeah, this looks very interesting. Yeah. It's,
yes.
Yeah, it's of course I think that this year they are a little bit more motivated to win this championship, because the team from Georgia, yeah, they have the name of Nona Gakvidashvili.
Yes.
I think it will, if they win the championship, that will be just like also a big emotional win.
Yes.
And yeah, maybe after rook e6 is the end, because h6 is a big threat, and after bishop d5, now we'll switch to this position. But now white has even extra option to just crush here with some g4 even. It doesn't look that black can survive. Even a h6, everything should be winning. I mean, just it's now, of course, again the point how to.
Okay, I thought maybe to play rook h6 and after king g8.
Now?
Queen g.
Aha, no, but this is winning. Sorry, I just maybe we missed this. Yeah.
Ah, yes, maybe.
This looks like already, yeah.
Okay, now we can go for some
Yeah,
game
still
in open section.
Yeah, we'll
Maybe
go
to
because
see
it seemed queen g6. Just a sec,
Ah,
it was
okay.
played, and this is queen g6, queen h7. She can
Yes,
think for a long
and,
time, but I think this is the end. We did not actually discuss
Yes.
about this move. Yeah, we should
I
be
just
better.
wanted,
yeah.
but you said okay.
Yeah, I started with some rook e6. Yeah, sorry, sorry. I will not be so fast next time. I mean,
Just
so
kidding.
okay. Yeah, let's see some games.
We can
Of
see
course, the
Adams.
most interesting match again.
Mhm.
Yeah, Adams is winning. This is for sure. Adams is winning, and okay, 2 pawns up. He can take the third pawn. I mean, I don't see also a reason why not bishop g3 to take.
And,
Maybe queen
okay,
e8 check and some f6, but this seems just like
No.
couple of checks, yeah.
I will give you one. Aha, yes, yes.
Because after f6 he can go. Actually, maybe this will be the end of the game like this. I mean, like king
And
e8. Yeah.
king.
Maybe even not to take here. Can I play king h6? For me, it looks very good because
You
here
can,
is the
yes.
mate, and knight f5 is just nothing g5.
Yes,
Okay.
it's completely winning.
Yeah, yeah. It's even black. Even
There
white
is no
doesn't have any
for
chances
white,
for
so
some stalemate or
yes.
something to sacrifice. I mean, it's just going like this, yeah. But maybe he even played some move, because after bishop g3, his opponent is thinking. We can see
Mhm.
there, and
He
yeah.
played some move.
No, he did not. I mean, maybe
No,
he will
no,
just resign,
sorry,
yeah. Because it's just really the end. If you cannot
yes.
give, if you cannot do anything there with the queen e8 and f6, it's time to resign. Just
Now it's time to resign, I think.
yeah,
really.
yeah.
So,
we'll see. We said also that on the
Yes.
first board it
for
should be
some other games
yeah.
and for Topalov's game. So
So,
we can
yeah.
see what situation is at Topalov game.
Yeah. Topalov game is oh, wow.
Okay.
E3 looks
yes.
winning. Yeah. Yeah, it's winning.
It's winning.
Even at the end there is bishop h3 mate, yeah. If you go on the first rank,
Yes.
so I guess that this is even after e3, rook g5. This is even the
Okay. It's
okay, king g3, but this is just maybe he has to
D4
count a little
maybe,
bit.
or
Okay, d4 they will still play this game.
Mhm.
This is for sure.
Okay,
I mean,
that-
rook d5, rook d2, and now can he do anything or not? But okay, of course it's something which yeah, Topalov is thinking. Yeah, it's actually serious. Yeah, it's always unpleasant when somebody is attacking your you know, when you have pawn up and now you have to calculate. And,
something, yes.
it seems like always, you know, under some pressure that you are then, and so on. But what do you think
Okay,
about
but
Giri? Yeah.
Oh,
Because if I see well, I mean, they played couple of moves already, and his opponent looks quite satisfied with position. Like he's playing quite fast. His opponent. After rook f3, actually rook f7 happened as I thought
you
it's
s-
possible
yes.
idea. And now g5, rook d7 back. I mean. It's possible that black wants to also to put knight e7, knight f5 maybe at some point, but okay, g5 is
Maybe
usually
it's a
good
good
move
idea.
because it's fixing
that
the
pawn on G.
yeah, because it's fixing pawn on g6,
it's
and this is
potential
the
weakness.
potential weakness and so on. And then now, okay, now it's maybe also some idea that White can do something here. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not really sure what, but it seems that there are some solutions maybe. Yeah. Because.
Maybe something like bishop b5 and rook c8
very good.
and rook
This is
h3.
nice. Yeah.
So it's very nice.
You see better tactic than he took maybe fast or not?
I don't know.
No, he did not took. See, this is very nice idea. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Still, maybe his opponent played too convincingly. Yeah. Like he was playing very fast move,
Yes.
and somehow he was too self-confident in this position. But now maybe he already saw this trick, because he looked on the other side.
Okay.
Even now, this bishop
Yes.
b2 is coming
And
as
it's
the end,
over,
and
it's the end
it's
of
mate.
the
Yeah.
game. Yes.
This would be the mate.
So
So
after bishop b5, it's a completely losing position for
yeah, it's
black.
horrible and mistake this, because I thought that black can still try to hold the position. It does not look really bad for him, but yeah, this is always the problem, you know, of the top players are they are really concentrated all the time. So yeah, it seems that Giri started to calculate something, yeah, because it seems that he just somehow stood up.
Yes.
So
Like,
it seems that,
oh my god.
yeah. There
I
is
have
there.
that move.
Yeah, this looks like critical moment. Yeah. I think if he takes bishop b5, that he will forget about the rest of the game,
Yes.
which was not really impressive.
Okay, I think he will take it. So Giri, it's not.
Yeah, he will see it. Yeah, it's, of course. But yeah, it's g5 rook d7. Yeah, he's still thinking.
But why he's thinking so?
Okay, in the game, maybe he has also a lot of time and why to rush the things.
I think he didn't play.
No, he did not play bishop b5.
He
This is amazing. No, but he stood up now. Yeah.
Okay.
This is the problem of the first round. I mean,
yes,
it's
okay, but
obviously that if he would play the fourth or fifth round in White can say that he would take bishop b5 after 30 seconds. I mean, but first round is always tough. I mean, and 97 back. I think that his opponent played two moves, bishop f1 and 97 back. Now, his opponent realized what he has done. Okay, Giri also had the idea with bishop f1. He wanted to put the bishop on h3 at some point,
Yes.
but of course that
now
no. Okay, chances are there. I mean,
yes, okay.
yeah, it will be the long game. Yeah, it's. And on the other side, Topalov is already with the pawn on d4. We can see it on the video. And
On d3.
on d4 and d4, and Topalov will secure
e3?
it. Yeah, he played d4, and we need just a little
He
bit, some
played
second in.
d4, okay.
We can see on the video that he played
Yes,
d4.
yes.
We'll just wait for a second. Yeah, now it's also in our light transmission. So I don't know. It's winning, and Adams will win. So it's.
Okay, this is winning position. We can.
Yeah, this
see
is winning, and Adams.
position.
Yeah, he even but queen is on a2.
Yes.
I mean, we can play king h7 also. I mean, okay, king h6 is also. I mean, but of course, maybe king h7. His opponent did not see that it's defended on f7
On
because
f7,
also
but it's
this was my
obviously
mistake,
that-
but but okay, I was more concentrated how to give the mate. Yeah.
Yes,
And
of course. But okay, maybe.
no, he can avoid mate, of course, with knight d1. Right. It will not be the mate. He will not be mated immediately, but
Okay,
it's no sense to analyze this after c3.
okay.
It's just 0-1, but I think they signed the score sheet, so it's
Yes, Adams
finished.
won.
Yeah, Adams won
Okay.
the game, and Now this is fourth win for the third win actually, just third win for the soccer in
Giri
after
played,
almost four
I
and a
think,
half.
some moves, so we can see Giri's position.
Yeah, and then later on, of course, we had to come back to
A4.
A4 is good move because
Yes, because of
BA bishop c4 is the tempo. Usually he had the problems besides the fact that he didn't see bishop b5. I mean, but the problem is about a4, about just night before. I mean, and this is the thing. And now with bishop f1, actually he reached this a4 and okay. Now the
okay. Now maybe
not so easy. Maybe to
rook if
you would play just solid rook e5, yeah.
yes, I
Which
thought
looks
maybe.
also very nice, yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, it looks nice move.
Good move, but
Okay, after AB, CB looks a little bit risky with these ideas, but White has to now to be more concentrated on
Yes.
tactic because he will need to win the game with some tactical thing and so on. And so this is just okay. At the end, somehow position looks better for White, and
yes.
maybe
okay.
this b5. Although even I was somehow believing in this, it's not so good. I mean, positionally, did not work, and now maybe to go back to
Djukic and
Djukic because
to see.
to see this very nice
Yes.
finish. Yeah.
Yes.
So she is not resigning. So queen g6, which you saw and I did not see. Then queen f7 happened, and this two checks, of course.
D6 and
Yes, Monica is thinking still, but I think it's now too late.
it's too late.
It's
yes,
too late.
it's just okay,
maybe it's not
she's
so. Yeah, it's too
what?
late because the only thing for black, in order to hold the position, would be the trick with the perpetual check after queen h4 and so on. But
Okay.
here is the point that at the end White has queen d8 and there is no perpetual
okay.
check. So it's of course Monica will try to play till the end this position.
Yes, she played.
Yeah, because
rook
obviously
D6 and
that this position should be the end. We will see now. We can wait for a couple of seconds to see if
okay.
this queen e7 will be even. Maybe she will not even try. Maybe she will just resign the game because.
Maybe we can see Kotenashvili's position.
Yeah, there are still. Yeah, there could be some mates. Yeah. Okay. King b3, queen b6, queen a4, queen d4. Oops, this is very tactical position, yeah. Because also this bishop on d3 is not hanging. So, I mean, after queen d4, the problem for White is somehow she is not threatening so much. I mean, there is no mate in one move, but probably there is some problem, I guess. King a3. Can White can Bella win it? Is there some rook c3 simply or not? Rook c3 looks still not so easy. I'm not so sure. I mean, rook c3.
I'm not sure. I'm just
Rook b3 is coming, so
something, but
I'm not so sure how she wants to win this position. I mean, how she will win position. It's, queen d4, king a3, and now. Okay, mainly the problem is that also it's very tough to say there is something, but yeah, maybe there is actually nothing. I think I don't see this because somehow White is having still some this rook on defense and so on, and there is always mate on e8 if you move the rook from 8th rank. So
okay, but it's much easier for Black to play this position.
of course, but you were believing in Kotenashvili and she survived. I mean, and yeah, Djukic won the game. I think exactly
just like
happened.
you
Yeah,
said.
just like I said,
Yes.
it's with this. Sorry, just I mixed up. This is like exactly with this queen d8,
Yes.
and they finished the game. So yeah, there is not so many games in women's section. There's just 2 games, and also My teammate from Bosnia, she is still playing.
Oh,
I mean,
she's still
okay, she
playing,
will lose
yes.
probably this position now. If I see well, it looks lost. I mean, clearly worse at least. Maybe it's not actually. Maybe I'm just not so optimistic.
Okay.
But knight f5 is maybe still holding the position. It's somehow black
Okay,
to me.
it's not so easy for black.
Okay.
Black is better, but
But can it be winning? What do you think?
I don't know really.
Because material is already, I mean, completely reduced. I mean, there is just one more pawn, two pawns, and I mean, basically, white will probably
what do you
take
think
one.
about?
I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure because here the next move after knight f5, now basically f3 looks like forced move, because somehow after h5, if I reach the move like knight h4 and then knight d2, knight f3, I mean, if I
okay,
stop the
then
f pawn, it's really tough to expect that it can be winning position. On the other side, it's good to say that there is also one more option, because if we see the h pawn is of course on the wrong square of the
yes,
bishop, yeah.
of the bishop, yes.
So
It's,
this position will not be winning. So what white needs to exchange is actually his two knights and pawn on a2 for the pawn on f4 and knight on e5, and
Yes.
it will be draw even this. So good chances actually for a draw. I mean, if this f4, if there is no after f3 something winning, but king g3 and okay, still knight d2, knight f1 is holding this last square. Pawn on h6 is lost basically. So okay, we will see that also white Diana has to play some move, yeah.
yes.
So after f4, okay, knight f1 would be too passive.
Yes, it's better to play knight f5. or-
Just to try immediately to
Yes.
make a draw, yeah. So yeah, okay, we will see. You know, sometimes knight f1 is passive but still holding.
But yes.
It's tough to win the position.
So
Yeah, this is
any other game?
yeah, this is the only game with Kotanashvili. They are still playing, and maybe they even made a repetition. No, we'll come back then for this game because Bella is thinking, and we'll see what. But for sure, this is the most exciting game of the first round.
First
I
round,
mean,
yes.
Zilina against Kotanashvili, and of course in the men's section there is still games going on. Maybe for the beginning or from these games which are going on to see, will Shashikirian win the game? No,
No.
because this does not look winning. So I thought somehow that he has good chances, but maybe he blundered rook g1, rook h5. This was the thing actually, which is working for white and saving basically the position.
Ah, yes.
He is too fast with rook g5 and so on. But c3 and okay, they exactly came to this position, and now even white did not want to repeat. He played king h4, king h5. Okay, it's just
now it's,
okay. This is it seems to be drawish.
Just
Even if he loses this pawn, but I don't expect that it will happen, because also the pawn on d6 and pawn on h3, they are basically on the same. I mean, they're
maybe to play
same. Yeah,
king h.
king h4 is a very easy draw. I think that after any check, I mean, just queen g4 is coming, and
yes,
this will be draw because just h pawn is also fast as the d pawn, so
Okay,
no
this
problems.
is
Yeah, this
draw,
seems to be
so-
draw, and yeah, and I guess that Topalov will win his position, and yeah, this seems to be interesting to have d3 and d3 pawns. I mean, it's of course it's winning completely, but just king d4 and king will come to d2, and then maybe, just maybe, Kartunen will resign, but we'll see. It's of course winning, and then it seems to be this.
Now maybe okay.
This is,
I
you think
thought
king
maybe
d4?
no. Okay, king d4 is
Easy win.
Easy win, yes, and
Okay, bishop e6 also
bishop
seems easy.
e6 maybe.
Okay, it seems also easy win because bishop g4 and simply rook f6. You
Yes,
have
that's what I want.
and then you can push even e2 and so on. So okay, Topalov will decide on which way he wants to win the game, but obviously it's winning. And okay, then the most exciting game from this match is actually from Mamedov, yeah?
Yes.
Because we did not see what is happening. Okay. Everything is surprising here because okay, this is just draw. I think that white is immediately making a draw here with queen a1 check. I mean, obviously that there is a couple of ways to do this, but,
but
I thought that here queen a1 is very easy because of course bishop g7 is just forcing queen a8 check, queen g8 and then just draw. While on the other side, if black plays king g8, I think that white has enough time to play queen a2.
Yes.
And again, we have the same position. I mean, after queen a2, knight a2 is happening. I don't know, king f7, and now white can just force even knight c3, or just even to put knight b4. Just the idea is that after king e6, knight b5, d5, you just sacrifice the knight, and again we have this wrong color at the end, and this is theoretical draw. But anyway, after you see, actually this happened, and okay, here b7, f2, b8, queen. Very easy, and yeah, white to play complicated chess. I was trying, and we were trying to find something more complicated for white, but it will be, in my opinion, surprising result if this team from Finland takes like 1 point, because it's and also it has big influence in pairings later on. I mean. So Topalov is almost winning, and Giri is. You said that one rook will come to 5th rank, and actually just another rook came. But
just another.
Yeah. Now let's see this.
I said that because maybe I need my rook on 7th rank.
Yeah.
And that's why I said rook e5. Yes.
Maybe it's better because here it seems that after cb, now black will have to see what is happening after rook c8, because in that case he will have to count for the moves, like some possible ideas maybe with bishop a3. I mean, or maybe he has knight e7 and so on, but the thing is that simply this would be the trick.
Yes.
And okay, knight e7, and then it's hanging on g5, but maybe it's better actually, as you said, to have rook on e7 in this position. We'll see, because here it's Giri missed already one more time. One time he missed this winning in almost. I mean, it was a win in one move basically, and now we'll see. Will he found some nice way here to win? After AB, his opponent played something. He played CB, I think, and if I see well, and we'll just wait for the move. And
okay, it's obvious.
Yeah, Topalov was actually using your advice and playing bishop e6.
I like it.
It's good to say, because on camera I see that he was he played this bishop e6. So I mean, it's yeah, and even. Yeah, he was deciding whether king d4 or not, but yeah, had good sense for the endgames, yeah?
Okay, maybe, I don't know.
This is bishop e6 and the end. Yeah, it's, okay, Kartunen was fighting good, but after he did not prove the sacrifice of the pawn, everything was, will he win, will he lose the game in 40 moves or 50 or
50, 60,
without real chances, and okay, here from this match, I mean, we saw the Shashikiran and so on. Just we had 2 games stayed. I mean, from the other matches, like Li Chao is playing, and you remember that we said that this position will be draw, but it seems that when we were speaking about this position, it was something like here.
Okay.
And it's good to see maybe the way how Li Chao found, we said after e5, now rook c7 was played, and actually very smart idea to try to exchange the bishops, dark square bishops, because then you can always attack the pawn on e5, which will be weakness after g5. But here, okay, this should be somehow about draw, but still, I don't think that his opponent was defending well at some point. Because obviously when he let him to go with the king to activate, it was not looking so good, and then final position looks very dangerous for white actually, because here he has to think about rook endgame. I mean, rook c2 is obviously the best move, and now after rook c2, rook b3, there will be still some play. I mean, king f2, maybe not so much.
Okay, I think this is,
yeah, it will be draw. Yeah. Okay.
Because you can't.
It's very tough to improve the position. King will come to g2 and just rook on second rank. And okay, still there are some practical chances actually.
Yes, of course.
Because the problem for white at some point is this check, and king is coming to f3, maybe something like this. And then after rook c7, check, and king e3, king f3, and already trying to give the mate.
That is the best
yeah,
idea, I think.
Yeah, the problem is, of course,
okay.
that rook a2 is the. I thought about this position, for example, and now after rook c3 to try to change the rooks, and maybe, but it would be much better if there is one line. Yeah, near to the king side, because obviously that after rook c2, still, it's looking drawish. So yeah, you are right. Somehow. White maybe did not defend really well all the time, but it seems that it
was enough.
Yeah, it was enough, and they changed so many pieces. So yeah, we see that White is thinking. Yeah, so this yeah, Li Chao is also not satisfied, I think, with his game today, and still, yeah.
So okay, we said that bishop c
yeah, obviously that bishop c2 would be met with king d4.
Yes, okay.
This is
so the best is rook c2, yes?
Well, rook c2 looks like the easiest way.
The best solution.
Yeah. And now really take maybe with the king here, because you are taking e3 square, and it's tough to say how black will. I don't see the way where he will. What he will do and so on. Yeah.
Yes.
Rook
Okay.
E2
We
check,
can
yeah?
see
Some other game. Yeah. There is not so many games anymore, but I don't know. Mamedov still. He's just. He said there is some happenings. You see, it's, White did not decide to play this position, which we were speaking about, but. Okay, it still should be enough, I think.
Yes, I know, but it's easier.
Yeah, of course that it was easier, but now it's king h3, d4. I don't know. We will see. It's with even if there are queens on the board, it will be some problems for black to win for Rauf. But as I told you before, this fifth tower is always the problem for the weaker players. You know, maybe you will not beat them in a first 3 hours, but then you need concentration, you need to stay focused and so on. And wow, what's this? I think that he missed bishop g7 back. This game will be long, because obviously that Mamedov will not take with queen, because this is just drawish, yeah?
Okay, but
he will take with the bishop here, of course.
Very strange
and now
if he didn't see bishop
queen f8,
g7.
okay. Yeah, okay.
So obviously, no.
Okay, maybe g4.
Maybe g4, yes. And now I'm
And just
calculating g4.
g4, but okay, here if you want to play on win, you can always give some checks and play queen d8, but maybe it's not so easy to improve, because queen d8 has the idea actually to cover g5 square, and also to prepare king h8, and this is just not so easy to defend. I mean, because there will be second time trouble. I mean, second side knot and so on. Yeah. I would. But even he played something after Queen f7, Bishop g7.
Okay, this is going to be a long game, so we can see Giri's.
Ah, you want to see Giri's, yeah?
Yes.
Because maybe there are some
Are they?
finally. Okay, this is in meantime. Now he is playing convincingly, because in meantime it seems that Black lost the pawn after Bishop d2. Yeah, it's just no defense. Yeah, very easy. Even main problem for Black is that even he cannot push a4 because of these problems on the diagonal.
Square,
Yeah,
yes,
because
and
otherwise you would always you can change one more pawn, but also here somehow knight d4 was not working because rook on h3 is defending everything. I mean,
everything,
but maybe this was
of,
even
rook d5.
yeah, but maybe he could actually defend his position with knight d4. I'm not so sure in this position. Yeah. Of course, now it's too late for him, but knight d4 because it's not so easy to take this on a5, because if you take rook a5 now, okay, we are playing a little bit different position. Yeah.
Yes.
This is not so easy for Giri. It would not be easy, although this looks very nice idea. Rook b5, because now after rook b5, bishop b5, bishop on e8 is hanging. And if Black takes rook d2, then bishop c4 is unpleasant, because now you will not chase this guy. You are chasing the guy on on this line, and okay, now it's probably the end, because rook g7, rook g6.
Yes,
So maybe really this was
nice
working.
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe even knight d4, which was looking.
That's the reason why Black didn't play knight.
Yeah, it's
Or
because
not, I
it
don't
seems
know,
now at
just
the end this position lost, that it's just finished, and yeah, it seems in meantime that Krishan finished his game, and yeah, it was probably draw, because just in the last position, yeah, as I told you, they exchanged the queens, and yeah, at the end, okay, he was just asking him for some precise moves, but okay. It was still the kings, yeah? It's always nice to see the draw when just two kings on the board. He tried everything and so on, but it was not enough.
At the end, just two kings.
And finally, I think
board,
that... okay, this is very interesting now with Veselin. Did he blunder something or what?
Maybe it wasn't
No,
the
he did
best
not,
solution to play
no, of course that...
bishop e6.
no, but after...
Okay.
No, but it's not so easy maybe, yeah?
No, yes, I will play...
Rook h2, king e3. This will not be so easy, huh?
No.
This doesn't look easy at all.
I don't know. I'm looking for something because...
You cannot believe?
Yeah, I can't believe, yes.
I can't believe that this is... I thought that
You
there is
found
one trick.
one.
No. I thought that there is one trick, but no. It was my mistake. Yeah, after rook h2, king e3. Now it seems that if Giri wins pawn, then Topalov blunders something like... they're trying to reach this 6-0, but somehow it's not so easy. Yeah, I think that he blundered. You can see by the face of
yes, now I'm looking.
Of Veselin that he was just expecting to win the game, but it was not working. Yeah, after king f3. Okay, of course there is. They will play the game till the end, maybe with this rook and bishop against rook, but surprisingly strange things. Yeah.
Can we see some moves before to see how?
Yeah. Of course. Okay. He played the rook d8 here.
Okay.
And obviously that's something else is d2, rook d3, and king f3. Yeah. No, but rook h2, king h3, king e3 was played. Yeah. yeah, the only chance it seems to be here to give this check, but I thought that this is somehow draw, but maybe.
I thought.
Yeah, maybe this is, yeah, after this it would be draw, yeah? Seems to me, somehow, and king e3, but it seems that this is some strange way to win. No, it's not, it's actually a beautiful way to win, actually, because after rook f2, what black actually wants to reach is rook f4, rook d4. This is amazing. And he's getting the tempo king g3, king e4. This is the trick.
Very nice,
obviously,
yes.
this would be
very
easy
nice.
draw that you don't have this tempo, and then the problem is that this position is ending. Yeah, rook f2. This is tough. This is tough. This is tough to find, and yeah, Veselin is.
But did he play? He didn't play.
Beautiful. This is for this is for endgame manual.
Yes.
This is like really beautiful idea, because now the problem is that if you reach with the king on g5, I guess that in this position I just go rook f5, and again king g6, rook f6, and I'm now from the other side.
Yes,
So
it's very nice, really.
And
but I think he didn't play bishop g4.
Yeah, that's.
He missed it,
of course. Now it's completely another position. And okay, now this is theoretical draw, of course. And
okay, it's very funny because you know, Topalov missed this, and Giri also missed good
he was doing
in
earlier.
that moment that we.
He was doing also this. Okay, this is fight somehow.
Yes.
Maybe they were not expecting so big problems in the first round. Okay, rook h3. I guess this is very easy draw, just with staying with the king on f2. It's just draw. I mean, there is many ways, of course, to make a draw here. It's not really a big problem for Kartunen, but it will take some time. It will be 50 moves, so we'll see, and so on. And yeah, let's see. Just finally, Giri is doing something.
He's doing something.
Yeah, and so on. And okay, just after rook g8, what to do with this bishop on a5? Even now, it does not look easy. I mean, because knight g5 is the threat.
Okay, I have to play.
If you push g6,
but what to play?
Yeah, but later on, if you push g6, I mean, I just play king f6. You go back somewhere with your bishop. Doesn't maybe better here because possible checks on d4, and maybe I can activate the bishop line. My bishop e8. I mean, still some chances to hold.
Okay, it's not so easy.
Because bishop on a5 is not playing actually. Okay, it's not working.
Stupid on
it's
a5 in this
particular
but
position.
Maybe
okay, we'll see. But let's go to see maybe another group. I mean, women group is finished. I mean, let's see what is happening there. We had just in the meantime, Kotenashvili made a draw with a move repetition. So as we were expecting, so there is just one game on these live boards,
and it's
it's Goryachkina against Dengler. And she will make a draw.
Yes.
So very nice result. I mean, there is just draw. I mean, it's this is not possible to win, of course.
Okay.
It's f2. It's not possible to push. I mean, knight f2 draw, and that's it. More or less. I mean, next move will be just king d1 and knight d2. Even.
Yes.
You cannot. This is maybe tricky. Knight going to d6 at some point.
Yes, I saw that, but it's in this moment, in some other moment, white can play on knight d6, knight d2, but
obviously that this would be draw, yeah.
Yes.
Because f2 you cannot push. I mean, this is knight f2 draw, king h3, knight g5. But here the only chance for black is now to try to reach somehow this knight d6 option. So maybe this move is very good. Maybe this move, yeah. Looks interesting. But anyway, I think
yes,
that
but I have now I have
a6, I guess, yeah.
yes. But you want to play after knight d6?
But knight d2.
Knight d2.
Then yeah, so knight d2 should be holding. It will not be holding because of bishop d2 check, and this is the only chance for black is to do something like this,
yes.
and then knight f1, knight c3, and but even here a pawn is very very fast because a6, and now this would be helping white. So I mean after a5, obviously that if there will be extra exchanges on a5, it will be draw, but it seems also with a6, I mean pawn on a6 will be enough for a draw, because now anymore you cannot do anything. I mean it's just
yes.
maybe this was even
If
more
I have after
because knight d2 was
92,
another option,
then,
yeah,
but we saw that
this
that
is also
just a draw for
yeah.
black.
And
so
even in this position, I mean king d1 is also helping,
yes.
because after knight e4, even now white would be playing on wing with a4, a8
Yes.
check queen, and yeah, this is this will be at the end draw.
interesting
Yeah.
end game, but okay.
Yeah, okay, it's still we will see. I mean a5, she's thinking, Goryachkina is trying to find a way to win, but also she has to take care with this a pawn, because if a pawn survives, then not so good. I mean, yeah, it's okay.
Okay, but white has to play very precise moves.
Yeah, this is true. But after a5, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. This is a surprising result, I think.
Yes.
So, but
Very good
it
result
seems
for
when we were
Diana.
speaking, if you remember, last time when we went from this game, I mean, we were on this position and we said that maybe knight f1 or knight f5, and it seems that Diana was playing really, yeah, that she played all these active moves, and she,
that's how.
yeah, and she just understood how she should hold the setup, and now it's not so much to do with the
Black
pieces. Yeah, I think
yes.
that Goryachkina is maybe just want to, you know, to digest this draw. So I think that this is just the reason why she is not taking on a5 immediately, because or obviously if she thinks that bishop e3 will help her, but this is connected with also with some, I mean, with some risk to blunder something, because pawn on a pawn, it will be also dangerous when you let it. So yeah, nice result. Yeah, bishop e3, yeah, and okay, now also
said a6.
we'll see. It's, this is the last moves, I mean, because maybe there is no other move for white even. Knight d6 looks like serious threat in this knight d4. It seems that this knight d6, but if a6 is saving the game, it will be really nice. I mean,
it's
to
very
see.
important moment for white.
Yeah, and okay, it's we'll see. Maybe in the meantime. Oh, h4. I think now that the game is over. I think this is being blunder. This is the end. Yeah, h4 was horrible move. I mean, because it seems that knight d6 is end of the game. Yeah.
Yes, and knight b d2. Ah, no, okay.
It does not matter which
Doesn't
knight.
matter,
I'll
okay,
just give
and
the
knight
check, or first,
check.
sorry, first f2, if I need to be more precise, and knight e4. And okay, now you cannot go with knight on f1 because of knight c3, obviously, and you need one square for the. Because now even this, I mean, this is interesting to say, because even after a6, if there is not be knight b5, okay, there is f1 even. So, I mean,
Okay,
black
it's
doesn't
with
have even
check,
to.
so
Yeah, it's with check, and of course now this is the end. So h4 was a big mistake. h4 was big mistake. Knight d6 is actually full point for black. So, yeah, shame.
Shame,
Yeah,
yes.
I don't know what to
Really,
say, I
for
mean, but
her it's,
okay, now it's maybe time to see what Topalov and Giri and this team, I think soccer team stayed the last in this. Yeah, they're playing 3 games from 4. I mean, Li Chao is playing and so on. And now Oh no! Oh. Yeah,
Oh,
this is. This was not so good by Cartone, and I don't know why he went with the king on h2. Was it really forced to do this?
I think no.
Because obviously the demon in this position without pawn, this is a well-known draw. I mean, like the role to put the king and the rook on the two sides like this. Although it's also worth to say that Kramnik recently on the World Cup in Baku, he was playing the game almost the same position. Okay, there was no pawn, and it was reverse colors. Kramnik was white. He won the game against Bruzon, and Bruzon was holding, I think, 40 moves almost, and then he blundered. So still, I mean, but now this is always the role. I mean, which is good to remember. I mean, in this kind of position, to not go like this with the rook on the side, because this is now the king is really bad, and he is in mate basically. King is in mate here. Okay, the only move, of course, to stop some of these ideas, probably king h3. Yeah. What else to do with white? But then some checks.
Probably yes.
This is just
and
winning.
what should black play on?
No, but this is king h3. This will be the check. King h2, rook g2 check. Obviously king h3, and now rook is going to a2. This is famous role.
Yes.
And now the mate is coming from the other side with rook a1. Okay, this is, of course, the problem is that there is also still pawn on h5, because maybe you were threatening the mate also from the other side, but this seems to be winning. I don't know. I mean, the problem for white is obviously that rook a1, rook b2 will be the only way to cover it.
Yes.
And then it should be winning just after some moves. I guess that, for example, after h5, this looks like very normal. Oh no, this is winning immediately. This
And
is the role.
rook a1.
And then
No.
rook, yeah.
Yes,
Then rook a1,
okay.
but okay, still I'm defending something. There should be still, maybe with this h pawn somehow, because on the other side, another way, white could go also from the other side, but we'll see. We'll see. For sure, king on h2 was not a good choice. I mean, because he was just going by, he was going on the wrong side. I mean, he was going by without any reason to the first rank. I mean, to the edge of the board, and this is the way to give the mate. And now, let's see the Giri maybe, because if they solve all the problems, and it seems that Giri solved the problems, or not?
Yes, although his bishop is on f2, so everything.
Yeah, now it seems
okay
to be.
For white,
it seems to be.
I think very easy.
Yeah, it seems to be winning, but also it was, if you remember, this interesting endgame was by Mamedov. Sorry, it was here, and let's see, Rauf, what he is doing. Okay, this will not be so easy to win for black. I mean, because white has so many options to give the checks. It should be drawish, but it was good, maybe practical choice, because okay, his opponent is less than 300. I mean, this is brave of him to give this knight and just to try to hold it. And actually, they were repeating something for some time, I think. I'm not sure that Mamedov is type of player who will agree with the piece up to make a draw, to exchange the queens in the first round, because it's already 70 and something moves, but
I agree with you.
We'll see. See, Topalov is now calculating quite seriously. I mean, because his rook is on g2, and he's trying to find a way to win Veselin. He went to this position we were speaking about.
Okay, this is
rook b3 was not a necessary move.
Okay, Topalov played
rook g2 check, yeah, and
no, now he played rook
d2.
Okay,
yeah, good move.
It's a good move. So
okay, obvious threat, bishop f5 mate. Yeah. So no better move than rook b4. I think his opponent has to play it. Yeah.
Yes.
And it should be the end. Rook d1 or rook d3, we'll see. Rook b4, his only move, I mean, obviously, and
Rook b4, rook
and now, okay, I think
d1.
okay, rook d1, rook b2, this is the only way to defend the position, yeah?
And now I can play. Just a second.
And now this is the mate, yeah, or not?
Rook d3.
No, but rook d3, I go king h2, this will be the repetition, yeah? Rook d1, king h3. But, yeah, king h3, rook d4, rook b4, oh yeah, okay, but yeah, this is the mate we did not...
Yes.
we are discussing some things, yeah,
easy,
maybe it's... yeah, after rook b4, yeah, but there is no chance to defend, I mean, I think it's the end, yeah.
Okay.
Finally, Topalov won, but okay, he was completely winning after in some middle game, and I mean, we were actually discussing about Czech, but we completely forgot. Even
yes.
here, yeah, everything happened like this actually. While we were speaking, they finished the game. So King H2 Rook D1. Bravo for Veselin, yeah. So it's already 4-0, and yeah, now Giri is also satisfied with his position and will be there 6-0. This would be great. It would be big work, I think. I mean, for them, because yeah, it will be Giri will win now. I mean, Bishop d4, so it will be good start for them since they are defending the title. Yeah, but. Maybe 6-0 result will not, if somebody will see it on paper. I mean, it gives another perspective of this match, which was very unclear, yeah, and unclear and so on.
Unclear, yes, of course.
And now, okay, still I think that for Mamedov it will be tough to win this last position. I mean,
I think it will be draws.
Yeah, so it's.
And Giri will win, so...
I think that Giri will win, this is for sure, but I think that Mamedov, we can just see the Mamedov game one more time, maybe something happened. No, they are just playing a couple of moves and... wow! Oh, is this possible?
Okay.
Really nice defensive move.
Yes,
yeah?
yes, yes.
It's beautiful. Yeah, this is nice to see actually. Queen f3. Yeah, they played already.
Said,
but,
wow.
No, I thought.
I was so surprised.
No, I was so surprised with this Queen
yes.
f3 sacrifice. I mean, amazing.
But it's very nice move.
Yeah, but okay, Black is not threatening so many things. I mean, but to just give the queen, it. But he played something else. Yeah. Okay, this will be the long game, but I think it will be
draw, and Giri will win.
Yeah, I think that final half will be for defensive champions and defending champions, and yeah, I think that it was this interesting round in first round of European Club Cup. It was quite exciting. I mean, many surprising results, and at the end, still, of course, the main team, the top teams, they won their matches. Tomorrow will be much more interesting games, because I think that already we will see some good teams, not maybe the biggest, the top teams playing against this top team, so it will be nice. Yeah, and then thank you for watching us and being with us in first round, and
see you tomorrow at the same time.
At the same time, yeah, at 15.
Yes.
And thank you one more time. See you, and we hope that you were enjoying with us. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Welcome to chess.com. Chess.com is social. Now you can play chess with your friends whenever you want, whether that's middle of the day or middle of the night. You can get instantly matched up with one of over 5 million other members from around the world. You play live games in real time, turn-based games at your convenience, or tournaments with anyone at any time. Chess.com is mobile. You can play online from your computer or you can play on the go from your tablet or your smartphone. No matter where you go, whether you're at work, grabbing a bite to eat, or just enjoying some time at the park, your games are there with you, and keeping multiple chess games going has never been easier. Chess.com is for learning. Don't just play chess, get better. The best chess training resources have never been more accessible. Learn essential chess strategy quickly and easily with the extremely popular Tactics Trainer tool. Improve your game in ways you didn't know were possible with training videos by chess masters. And regardless of where you're at now, take your game to the next level with multiple simple-to-use training tools. Chess.com is for everyone. Over 250 million chess games have been played on Chess.com. And it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or a Grandmaster. Chess.com is the place to play and learn chess. So, create your free account now and see what Chess.com is for you. Welcome to Chess.com. Chess.com is social. Now you can play chess with your friends whenever you want, whether that's middle of the day or middle of the night. You can get instant